Hello, everybody, and welcome to game number 2 of the day for me, as we have the Boise State Broncos. They travel to Colorado Springs, Colorado, to take on the Air Force Falcons. Battle of Mountain West teams. You know, Mountain West pretty much been dominated by Boise State to the last, forever. So they're looking to keep that going. Of course, they had a very disappointing start to the season with a blowout loss to USF. Lost very convincingly, I might add, 34-7. Of course, they were able to rebound a week later against Eastern Washington, 51-14. As for Air Force, they opened up with the win over Bucknell, 49-13, but they did lose and fall to Utah State last week, 49-30. So definitely hot and cold there. You don't really know what you're going to get out of Air Force. The starting, I shouldn't say starting lineup, but, key players to look at for Boise State. It's going to be Madsen, 41 41 completions, 72 attempts, 532 yards passing, 3 touchdowns on the year. Running back leading the team in rushing is Riley, 13 carries, 143, and he has a touchdown, so averaging over 10 yards a carry. Very, very good there. Marshall averaging over 20 yards a catch, 6 catches, 151 yards, and a touchdown. Feli or Felly. Probably Feli. I'd go Felly. Why not? 1.5 sacks for him. Benefield leading in tackles for Boise State with 15. For Air Force, Johnson, 9 for 16 on the year, 2 touchdowns and a pick, 224 yards. Harris, 16 carries, 138 yards on the ground. He also leads in receiving, as he's a receiver. 5 catches, 146, and a touchdown there. Hubert with 3 sacks, as he leads Air Force in the sack department. Fletcher leading in tackles, 22 tackles. Kenneth, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. I'm doing all right. As again, we have a Mountain West matchup. Air Force already losing to Utah State, so they are already down. They're going to need to they really need to win this one. Because you can't fall too far behind, especially in the Mountain West that's again been dominated by Boise State, by these Broncos. So definitely need a win tonight, as you don't expect them to lose too much. Hopefully we get a good scoreboard, or at least a field for y'all to look at, because I've been looking and looking, but for some reason I have yet to really find one. So I don't really know if we're going to stay on ESPN, CBS Sports. I have no idea. Some college scores around, across America. Florida State leading 66-10 over Kent State. It's a blowout there. Auburn taking the lead just moments ago over Oklahoma, 17-16, with about 6:42 left to go in that one. Michigan up 30-27. They're trying to run the ball out on Nebraska. They look like they may be doing it, as they are taking a knee. So Michigan will win. They'll move to 3-1. Nebraska falls to 3-1. I have a switch to another game. Oh, well, it happens. NBC Sports, I might have to. I don't know. I don't really like the field, to be honest with you. But we'll see. UCF leading 33-9 over North Carolina. North Carolina just a mess. Louisiana and Eastern Michigan, it's tied at 31 there. Eastern Michigan at the Louisiana 24 with the chance to win the game. Looks like they might be settling for 3 here. Duke leading 38-26 over NC State, just under 9 minutes to go in that one. NC State is driving. Mississippi State 31, Northern Illinois 10. Idaho and San Jose State each tied at 14 apiece. Idaho, again, a very good FCS team, so I could easily see them winning that one. Georgia Tech 21, Temple 14. Temple hanging in there. We'll see how that goes as this night moves along. Kansas leading 7-0 over Western Virginia. Delaware leading 10-7 over Florida International. Kennesaw State leading 21-0 over Arkansas State in that one. Akron leading 10-0 over Duquesne. Final scores from earlier: Ole Miss over Tulane 45-10. James Madison 31, Liberty 13, Western Michigan 14, Toledo 13. Ohio 52, Gardner-Webb 35. Oregon over Oregon State 41-7. Tennessee over UAB 56-24. Texas Tech 34. Utah 10. Memphis 32. Arkansas 31. Maryland 27. Wisconsin 10. Syracuse 34. Clemson 21. Virginia Tech 38. Wofford 6. TCU 35, SMU 24, Louisville 40, Bowling Green 17, UNLV 41, Miami of Ohio 38. North Texas, that was a great game to cover earlier, 45, Army 38, South Florida 63, South Carolina State 14, Central Michigan 49, Wagner 10, UConn 31, Ball State 25, and Troy over Buffalo 21-17. So we are about ready to go. Again, hopefully we get a good field here. If we don't, then I will have to settle, I guess, for NCAA, I guess. I have no idea. Or NBC, as we have the kickoff. This is fielded at the 10. This is Boise State at the 20 and brought down at the 23. So, again, we'll be trying to get you a scoreboard here. But if I can, I guess I'll have to go to NBC, which I really don't want to do. I don't really like their field at all, but I might have to do so. Let's see if we can find it here. So again, Boise State getting the ball. They are a heavy favorite, favored by 10.5. And, well, I don't know. We'll just have to deal with it for now. In the pistol. 2 receivers to the left, setting a tight end in motion. Takes the snap, going to hand it off, and he is met almost immediately. Doesn't even, well, actually, he does get a yard there, but not much happening. Again, I apologize. We're trying to get you something visual up there rather than just a bunch of stuff. Again, I don't know what in the world. There's no box score, no nothing. And, of course, ESPN is just, they I don't know. They will struggle sometimes. We'll just leave it here for now. 2nd and 9 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Madsen drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up, fires. It's going to be incomplete. I mean, if he caught it, that hit the ground. I mean, though the ref is actually saying he got it. Madsen actually shaken up. He's limping. That might be a problem. Looks like ESPN will provide. Look at that. And Madsen is down. He's in serious pain. Madsen is on his knees. I mean, it doesn't look good. It does not look good at all. So, second play of the day. Oh, yeah, a low hit there on the quarterback at the knee. That was Hubert getting in there. Ooh, yeah, Madsen took a low hit, and he's still down. So I don't know. This might be a huge just game changer. The starting quarterback getting injured. Maryland, the real deal? Yeah, you might be right about that, Ultimate. So Madsen not putting any weight, barely any weight on that left leg. So he's going to be helped off. So just like that, an injury. Max Madsen potentially out for the game. I mean, at least out for the drive, because he was in serious pain. So I'm not too sure who the backup quarterback is, but I guess we'll have to see. It's going to be Max Cutforth, the sophomore from Nampa, Idaho, is going to get an opportunity here. And let's see if he can lead this Boise State offense. So again, an injury just like that. Just like that, 3rd and 4. So they're going to say he made the catch, though. I don't know why. There's no way. No, it's 3rd and 9. Pardon me. 3rd and 9 at the 25. They need to get to the 34 for a brand new set of downs in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Cutforth. Awaiting the snap. Drops back. Looking to his left. Fires over the middle. It is incomplete, says the referee. That was a nice effort there by the receiver, but unable to make the catch. So a 3 and out for Boise State. And this, again, a developing story here. Madsen already seemingly knocked out of the game on the second play. Took a low hit there, and he was in serious pain. So that could be a game changer. know most people have Boise State winning by 11, but that might not happen as there is the punt. Very good punt, fielded at the 25. It's about a 50-yard punt. So Air Force will get the ball at about their own 25-yard line. And since that was a 3-and-out, I don't think we're going to go to commercial break. So, again, I covered. I mean, I don't know how many people were here earlier. Probably not many. But we saw Army. And, it was a lot of triple option, a lot of, under the wing. So we might see, you can leave out the mic. We will see a lot of that today. Under center is Johnson. Johnson drops back. He's going to toss it out, and it's just flat out dropped. Incomplete. Pass intended for number 21. And, again, I'll try to get you the names as soon as possible. Liam Zarka has entered the game in the past, as there's Madsen again exiting. He is leaving to the locker room. 2nd and 10 in the shotgun. Johnson awaiting the snap. Receiver to left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Johnson hands it off up the middle, makes a nice move at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. One man to beat, 35, 30, 25, and breaks the tackle and is dropped inside the 10. Oh, man, what a play. Had an open space, and he took advantage. Was able to stiff arm the guy away. Of course, he's not the fastest guy in the world, so the Boise State Broncos able to catch up. But Carson, what a run. 64 yards. This did not come up on your feed. Not sure why I had to punch it in. I don't know either. That's really weird. 1st and goal. In the pistol. I'll have to look at that, Trisk. Johnson hands it off. To the left, stiff arm, and lowers the shoulder, brought out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. That is Frew with the carry. So you got some nice hard runners here. Marco Notriani, the guy that they are going to focus on, when it comes to the defense. He's a big guy. 13 tackles on the season. 2nd and goal coming up at the 4. In the shotgun, look, we have another quarterback in there. He's going to take the direct snap up the middle, powering forward, not able to get it. So it looks like, again, they're going to be switching out quarterbacks, I guess. Jeez, so again, the Air Force going to keep you on your toes. 3rd and goal, 3rd and about 2. What time is the Steelers lost? They'll probably lose at about 3:10 Central Time. 3rd and goal, Johnson under center. Johnson hands it off up the middle, and he's going to get it. Touchdown, Air Force Falcons. And they looked really good on that drive. Again, that huge run, but of course just moving forward. That was Dylan Carson who had that huge carry. Able to go up 6-0. Again, a developing story here if you're new here. Madsen might be out for the game. Again, we'll see, but he injured on the 2nd play of the game. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. So, 7-0 Air Force over Boise State. 11:54 left to go in the 1st quarter. Potential upset, do I say? Again, it's only the first few minutes of the game, but Air Force looks good. 7-0, 11:54 left to go in the 1st quarter. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out today. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is a sports channel, folks. This is what I do. I call games. Called the game earlier. It was the North Texas and Army game. That was a heck of a game. Ended up going to overtime. So, hopefully we got a similar great, exciting game tonight. We'll see. But again, if you're just tuning in, Madsen injured on the 2nd play of the game. So, and I don't know why they have Cutforth here. If you're looking Cutforth, the quarterback, and he did attempt a pass, but he didn't attempt two. Madsen attempted the first one, and it was incomplete, so they might fix that a little bit later. But yes, on the second play of the game, Madsen injured, and that might be a big deal. That might be a big deal, losing your starting quarterback. Well, let's be Air Force, probably Air Force. They look good. They look really good right now. Defense all over them. Sherrod only had a one carry a yard. So first drive, Air Force defense looked good. Air Force offense looked even better. But again, Boise State favored by 10, 11.5 for a reason. So would not shock me if it's a Boise State win. But I think it can be, or at least the potential is there for a great game. And of course, I have a poll in the comments. Feel free to vote. Boise State wins by 11. 64% of you guys think that Boise State wins by 1 to 10. 36% have that Air Force getting no love, no votes, no nothing. So, of course, how's it going, Denny? Go Boise Blue. Right now, though, Boise State is feeling blue. Madsen feeling blue again. He's been, he got injured on the second play of the game. He might come back. We'll see. We have no information on him. As we're returning to Colorado, where again the Air Force Falcons are leading the Boise State Broncos 7-0. So hopefully we got a good one here today. Again, make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you hear, if you like what you see. If you're a sports fan, sports bettor, doesn't matter. Does not matter. This is a growing channel. As we're about to get things resumed here again, Air Force 5 plays 74 yards and 2 minutes off the clock again. Very efficient, very good. Huge run by Carlson. As there is the kickoff. That is going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. It's Carson, not Carlson. My bad. Again, Madsen. Second play of the game. Looking to his left. Fires. It was not completed. But a helmet right to the lower leg there. And again, that was just not pretty to look at. So 1st and 10 for Boise State at the 25 as they look to try to overcome this and put it behind them. Cut forth, sending a man in motion. Hands it off up the middle, lowering the shoulder and not going to get much. May have gotten about a carry of about 3 there. I believe that was Riley on the carry. So 2nd and 7 coming up at the 28. Again, a heavy favorite Boise State was, so very interesting. 2 receivers to the right, tight end in tight to the left. Cut forth, hands it off up the middle, and he can't go anywhere except the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing for Riley. And that'll make it 3rd and long for Boise. They're showing Nate Potter, the offensive coordinator. 8th season with Boise State, so very familiar with the university, all that stuff. But first year as an offensive coordinator. 3rd and 7. In the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 tight end in tight to the left, sending a man in motion. Cut forth, drops back to pass, looking to his left, fires over the middle. It is caught. Oh, what a catch. Caught by Caples at the 40-yard line. So that's a gain of 12 and a brand new set of downs for Boise State. First and 10. Ball at the 40. 41, actually. Under center is Cutforth. Cutforth sending a man in motion. Play action, rolling to his right. Looking down the field, fires. It's caught at the 45 and falls down immediately. That was Wagner with the catch. So 2nd and medium coming up for Boise State. Again, Air Force leading 7-0. Boise State had a 3-and-out. Madsen injured. Air Force with a huge run. Make it 7-0. Now, of course, Boise State with the ball. 2nd and 6 at the 45. In the pistol, sending a man in motion is Cutforth. Cutforth hands it off up the middle. He's got some space at the 50 and Still on his feet as he's brought down at the 45. That was gains on the carry, and he gained a lot. Give him a gain of 10. So very nice there by Gaines. Again, moving the chains. Doing what he needs to do to, again, try to get this offense going. A 3-and-out in the first drive. So far, so good on this one. All right, 1st and 10. Ball at the 45 in the shotgun. Receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Halfback to his left, sending a man in motion. Going left to right on your YouTube screen. Hands it off up the middle. Trips at the 40. Lowers the shoulder at the 35 and brought down at the 33. That was Riley. And Boise State looking good here. Riley just delivering contact. A lot of contact there. Don't know what in the world's going on with this. Not refreshing. Apparently CBS Sports is lost. 1st and 10. Ball at the 33. Under center is Cutforth. Cutforth. Play action. Drops back. Fires. It is caught at the 16. Immediately hit, but he will have the first down. First down, Broncos. So this drive looking much, much better. More, just seemingly more composed. I'm not too sure, but they look much more efficient on this one. 1st and 10 at the 17. Under center is Cutforth. Trips to the right to 1 receiver to left. Cutforth. Play action. Heavy pressure. Fires. It is going to be hitting the turf. Incomplete. And there is a late flag, and this might be against Air Force. Might have been a roughing the passer. Personal foul, roughing the passer. And targeting. So it's going to be half the distance, and again, targeting. So they're going to look at it to see if it was like, injectable offense. Oh, man. Getting the helmet. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. He clearly threw it, and he still just leans into it. I don't know. Well, looks like we're just going to have to sit tight for now as they check it out, check out the review. Yeah, it's kind of more bang-bang when they really start to slow things down. But again, he still did lower the head after he threw it, so I don't know what he was really trying to do there. Yeah, I don't know why in the world he did that. That's just... Anyway, well, yeah, it's going to be half the distance after review. No targeting, but there is roughing the passer. And we might have some good news for Boise State. Madsen with his helmet on. So Madsen looks like he might be good to go as actually... Well, he's on the sideline, jogging back and forth, making sure he's good. So it's going to be 1st and goal at the 8. Under center is Cutforth, sending a man in motion. Sending him in motion again. Hands it off up the middle at the 5. And Riley gets to about the 4. That's a gain of 4. And Boise State knocking on the door. Second and goal coming up. 7.5 minutes to go left. In this first quarter. Again, Air Force leading 7-0. Boise State, though, looking to tie it up. Under center is Cutforth. Cutforth sending a man in motion. Hands it off up the middle. Riley trying to find something, and he does. He finds the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State Broncos. And they're an extra point away from tying things up here in Colorado. Dylan Riley. Doing a little bit of everything on that drive. Pending the extra points. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 7-7 Boise State and Air Force. 7:09 left to go in the first quarter. Pretty decent game so far, if I say so myself. They'll step away. I, of course, will be right here. And, of course, again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If you haven't done so already, this is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games college football, NFL, and, of course, baseball. Plenty of baseball. So if you like either of those things, if you like sports, if you're a sports fan, a sports bettor, definitely subscribe to the channel. This, again, is what I do. I call games. So hopefully, again, that's sounds good to you. As, you know, I'm just kind of just chilling. Just chilling like a villain for now. Just waiting for this game to resume again at 7-7. Boise State Madsen injured on the second play of the game. They had to punt it on the 3-and-out. Air Force, huge play, gets them inside the 10, and they punch it in a few plays later. Then Boise State responds with 7 of their own. And then, of course, during that drive, we saw Madsen come back at least on the field, or on the sidelines, I should say. So he might be ready to go to get back in there. So that would be a good news for Boise State. So we'll go ahead and check out some scores from across America. A lot of football happening still. All right, Oklahoma leading 24-17 over Auburn. Auburn facing a 4th and 29 at their own 20. Not looking good there. Notre Dame just tacking on the extra point, 42-23 over Purdue. Duke leading 45-33 over NC State. Mississippi State 38 to Northern Illinois 10. Idaho and San Jose State 21-21 in the third quarter. Georgia Tech leading 28-14 over Temple. Kansas leading 10-3 over West Virginia. Delaware leading 24-7 over Florida International. Kennesaw State 21, Arkansas State nothing. Akron 31, Duquesne nothing. South Carolina and Missouri tied at 0 apiece. Murray State, Jacksonville State 0-0. Marshall leading Middle Tennessee 7-0. Missouri State 7, UT Martin nothing. Nevada 3, Western Kentucky nothing. Maine leading Georgia Southern 7-0. Coastal Carolina, South Alabama tied at 0 apiece. All right, we're just a few months away again just from resuming this one. Again, they're showing Air Force just looked pretty good. Looked pretty good so far. The second academy we've covered today. Again, we covered Army falling to North Texas 45-38. As there is the kickoff. And that's going to go out of bounds for a touchback. As the Falcons will begin their drive at their own 25. Again, here's Johnson. Again, we've seen a lot of just different formations already for Air Force. And even a few different quarterbacks. So, again, that's something we'll keep an eye on as they try to misdirect everybody. All right, so in the pistol is Johnson, receiver to left, receiver to the right, three backs in the backfield. I know Johnson going to go under center, sending a man in motion. It's a toss. And he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Just nothing doing there. Boise State all over it. Benefield with the tackle. That's a loss of 3. Who was that? I can't quite tell the name there. It might have been, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. It might have been Hodges. I'm not too sure. 2nd and 13 in the shotgun. Now he moves up. Now he's under center. Sending a man in motion. It's a toss. Oh, he's back to pass. He throws, and it is incomplete. A lot of pushing and shoving. McCoy shaking his head. He's the defender. He's like, that's not happening. Tossed it to the receiver, who gave it a good throw, but just a little bit too much mustard on that one. And there was a late flag. Apparently, it's going to be on Boise State, as I saw him put up the 1, so it's going to be a first down. I couldn't tell you what it is. Quite can't believe it. Brand new set of downs for Air Force. Ball at the 38. Your Sooners won. Yeah, I saw they were winning. Under center is Johnson. 3 running backs in the backfield. Johnson. He's going to pitch it off to the side. The cameraman is lost. He's at the 40 and tackled at the 44. That was Frew, and yet there's another flag on the play. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Holding on the offense. So that'll back him up 10. Delay, I said delay. How's it going, RC? Good to see ya. Looks like Notre Dame will get their first win of the year over Purdue. That'll back up Air Force by 10. So 1st and 20 coming up for the Falcons. Falcons, Broncos. Sounds like an NFL broadcast. Sounds like Super Bowl that was played in the year 1999. That's what it sounds like. 2 penalties for Air Force, 1 for Boise. Notre Dame drove me nuts with the weather. Yeah, I bet so. It's so annoying. 1st and 20 at the 28. In the shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield. Receiver to left, receiver to the right, going right to left on your YouTube screen. Johnson hands it off. Lowers the shoulder, but can't really get much. That was Harris on the carry. Boise State defender all over him, even after the tackle. I don't know what that was all about. Harris hasn't really had much luck today. Sick of the delays. Yeah, I'm sick of me too. 2nd and 18 for Air Force. Johnson under center. They're at the 30. Johnson moving to his right, and he trips and isn't really able to get much. Maybe he got 3 there. That was tackled by Phelps. So 3rd and very, very long. They need to get to about the 48. Not too sure. Johnson is under center now. He backs up. He's in the shotgun. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left. 2 running backs in the backfield sending Harris in motion. Fakes to Harris. Johnson's the screen. Oh, it's almost intercepted. Trying to go for the screen, but Boise State all over it. It looks like Air Force will be forced to punt. That just wasn't working there. No, Boise State all over it. So 4th and 16. And Air Force will punt it away. There's the punt. Field at the 25. Oh, he splits 2 defenders. Oh, makes another guy miss. And he's brought down at the 31. Nice gain of 6 on the return. But this is Maddox Madsen coming out. So, again, he is good. He was injured earlier, but now he's A-OK. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games, and hopefully it's good for you if, you're able to like and subscribe. That'd be huge. That would be awesome, folks. Because this is what I do. Again, NFL, college football, and, of course, baseball. So, yeah, if you're a sports fan, this is a great channel for you. Yes, it's a growing channel. Again, just a few can't really think of what I'm trying to say. Just a few days ago. No, crap. I'm sorry. I'm looking at some stuff here. My bad, guys. All right, bear with me. I'm just looking at some things here. But, yeah, again, just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we just crossed 900 just a few days ago. So, yeah, it's a growing channel. Jacob, how's it going? Good to see you. You think we beat the Patriots? I think we can. I'm not picking them to do it, though, Jacob. I'm sorry. I would love to beat the Patriots. I just don't see it happening. Again, it's commercial break here. 14. No, it's not 14-7. What the heck was I just looking at? 7-7. No, it's 7-7. I don't know what the heck's going on here. I've lost track of what the score is already. So that's pretty embarrassing. But Boise State, of course, will have the ball. And Maddox Madsen looks to be back in it. How's the energy levels going vocally? Vocally, I feel fine. Actually, I'm exhausted, though. I didn't get enough sleep last night. I only had 4 hours of sleep, And woke up this morning at 4. And, so I'm already kind of tired, but we're just going to push through. It's in Foxborough, yeah. It's going to be a brutal test tomorrow as we're working our way back here. Again, Boise State Air Force, 7-7 is your score. Boise State will have the ball at their own 32. So again, Maddox Madsen that was the big story earlier. On the second play of the game, took a low hit and was knocked out temporarily. But it seems like he's going to be back in for Boise State. And that's always good news if you're a Boise State fan. Again, I do have a poll. Feel free to let me know what you think. Boise State wins by 11, 59%. Boise State wins 1-10 points. 30% Air Force flat out wins, 11%. First and 10 at the 32. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Air Force pointing the other way as there's a lot of movement, and that's going to back them up 5. It's at noon, RC. It's a noon game. So, false start. That'll back them up, back up Boise State. Again, if you're just tuning in, I promise you I'm covering the game, but right now we haven't really been able to do much. Just commercial. We get back, and it's a flag. First and 15 at the 28. Madsen hands it off. This is Riley. Riley tripping and stumbling and gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 5 for Riley. Commentator stole my lingo there. So second and 10 coming up for the Broncos. Broncos versus the Falcons. Again, I feel like it's an NFL game, but not quite with names like that. Second and 10, ball at the 32. In the shotgun, trips to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Madsen drops back, looking to his right, now to his left. Fires, it's caught at the 35. He's at the 40 and will immediately run out of bounds. That was interesting. I guess he was afraid of contact or just, I don't know. But he ran directly, after making multiple guys miss, directly to the left. That's very interesting. First and 10 for Boise State. Ball at the 46 in the shotgun. Trips to the left. 2 receivers now to the right as Madsen play action. It's a tight end screen. He's at the 45, the 50, 45, 40. Lowers the shoulder. Brought down at the 33. Huge play for Boise State, and they're now well into Air Force territory. Nice little tight end screen. Again, he didn't get free until the last second. So very nice. Very nice indeed for Boise State as they're moving the chains. So first and 10 at the 34. Marking me down at the 34 in the shotgun. Madsen drops back. Looking to his right. Fires to his left. He's got a guy. Can't connect. Incomplete. Just overthrew the receiver. It'll bring up second and 10. Pretty much got free there. Looking to his right, then firing to his left. Unable, though, to connect. Pass intended for number 25. Couldn't tell you the name. Again, I do apologize. We're not familiar with these two teams. Second and 10. Ball at the 34 in the shotgun. Madsen hands it off up the middle. This is Riley at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Got a guy to beat. He's in. Touchdown, Boise State. Huge run, huge score. That's his second touchdown of the game, Dylan Riley. Saw a sign earlier that Air Force had, the fans Ashton Jenny might not be there to save you, but I'll tell you what, Riley might be, as he's in for 6. Notre Dame just scored again, 49-23. Nice. 5 plays, 68 yards, just under 2 minutes of a drive there. As the snap is there, the hold is there, the kick is good. Boise State 14, Air Force 7, 2:38 left to go in the first quarter. Boise State with 14 unanswered. Can Air Force answer? I guess we'll find out in a second. Geez, we finally win a game. There we go. Yeah, got to get that win. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games, and hopefully I do a decent enough job for you to where you press that like and subscribe button. But, yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do. So definitely like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Because, yeah, I mean, again, earlier I did North Texas and Army. That was a great game. It ended up going to overtime. North Texas was up 28-7. Then they fought back and made it a close one. And I eventually went to overtime. Yeah, it was a great game. Which games are the subs? Subs requested Broncos and the Chargers. So I'll be doing that right after the Steelers-Patriots. So hopefully that is hopefully those are good games. I just hope the Steelers, I mean, again, I know the Steelers, people are probably thinking Steelers win, but no, I'm not thinking that at all. I'm thinking it's going to be a rough game, actually. If we do win, it'll be a close one. So yeah, hopefully again it's a good one again. Hopefully if there are people here that have yet to like and subscribe to the channel, definitely do it, because this is again a growing channel. So you might as well hop on the train while we're just getting started. It is not too crowded, but I'm telling you, it will be soon. Again, it is definitely a growing channel. So, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It's just checking on some things. I'll be doing that throughout the stream tonight, the broadcast, whatever you want to call it. Again, Boise State, 14 unanswered. They lead, again, 14-7 over Air Force. Showing Dylan Riley over the season. Again, he's been very good. It's been very good tonight. Already 2 touchdowns, 7 carries, 63 yards. He's been good. He's been very good. As we're just waiting for the kickoff. Again, it's 14-7, 2:38 left to go here in the first quarter. And we're still waiting. I'm sorry, folks. I don't know what the heck's going on. All right, there we go. Here is the kickoff. And that one is going to go out of the end. So I could tell immediately. There's a lot of leg there. So out of the end zone for a touchback. So, again, here comes the Air Force offense. First drive of the game, pretty much that one big play set them up very well, and they took advantage. Since then, though, it's not been too great. Of course, I guess there was only one other drive, so yeah, whatever. But, yeah, they'll have the ball here at the 25. Johnson under center. Johnson hands it off. Up the middle. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 34. That was Carson on the carry. And Carson's had a very nice night so far. Before that, carry 2 for 66. So that's going to be 3 for 75. Again, very good. A lot of that, though, on the one run, of course. Second and 1, ball at the 34. Johnson under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion. Johnson moving to his right. Now looking to his left. Fires over the middle. It is almost intercepted And there's a flag, a late flag, and that might be pass interference. Benefield was all over him, and I think he's going to get penalized for it. So it's not going to be pass interference. It's going to be defensive holding, so it's only going to be a 5-yard penalty. So might be counting his lucky stars there. Yeah, all over Harris. I don't know what he was doing. Just decided to embrace him. I don't know if Harris really liked that. So 1st and 10. For Air Force. Ball at the 44. Johnson under center. Sending a man in motion. Johnson hands it off up the middle. And Carson's going to get a nice gain. Gain of about 5. Maybe 4. I don't know. But that'll be a second and about medium. About a minute 40 left to go here in the first quarter. Again, Boise State leading 14-7. So going to mark him down at the 48. Johnson under center. 2 receivers to the left. 1 to the right. Now they're going to change it up. 2 receivers to the right. 1 receiver to the left. He's now in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. That is Johnson going to keep it on the carry. He's at the 50, reversing inside, and that's where he's going to be tackled. Trying to spin free, but nothing happening there. I believe Harris was the one in motion. I forgot. I had a brain fart there. Had a brain fart. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Falcons. Ball at midfield. They'll need to get to the 46 of Boise State to keep the drive alive. What is for dinner tonight? Being chicken wings for dinner. I don't know. I don't think I'm really going to eat, to be honest with you. Under center is Johnson. Johnson sending a man in motion. Johnson hands it off up the middle, and Carson's not going to get there. He's tackled about 1.5 yards short. I'm going to say a gain of 2. And it's going to be 4th down. I imagine, though, that I could see him going for it, but I feel like they're going to take it at least to the second quarter here and think it over. It's 4th and 2. They're lining up for it. I just don't see it happening. Sending a man in motion. And now they're saying easy, easy, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. End of the first quarter, Boise State 14. Air Force 7. Air Force actually struck first despite not getting the ball first. But Boise State with 14 unanswered. Mountain West football. This is what we do. We cover these games. Well, maybe not Mountain West, but we just cover games in general. So, yeah, appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. Make sure, again, if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. That like button is very clutch to small channels like mine. It's a growing channel, though. Again, just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. And now we're crossing 900, and I think we crossed 950 today, so very nice, very nice. We're on our way to 1,000. We're growing, so you may as well hop on the train now while it's not as crowded because, again, it's a growing channel. Football and baseball, NFL, college football, and the MLB. That's primarily what I cover on the channel. And that's pretty much it. Again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Of course, again, thank you to all the members and the donors. You guys have been awesome. I really do appreciate you guys. Of course, Coffee Beans is our scoreboard sponsor, so let's check out some scores across the college football world. As I'll go ahead and refresh here. I think it's been a while since I've checked this out. So apparently okay, there we go. Notre Dame up 49-23. They're knocking at the door for another score. Idaho leading San Jose State 28-21. Geez, San Jose State, though, is threatening to score. Georgia Tech 35, Temple 14, Kansas 20, West Virginia 3, Delaware 24, Florida International 7 at the half. Kennesaw State 21, Arkansas State 7, Akron 38, Duquesne nothing. Also at the half, all those at the half there. Missouri 6, South Carolina nothing. Jacksonville State 7, Murray State 3, Marshall 7, Middle Tennessee nothing. Missouri State 7, UT Martin nothing. Nevada and Western Kentucky tied at 3 apiece. Georgia Southern Maine, they're tied at 7-7. Let's see, South Carolina, Coastal Carolina, South Alabama 0-0, Virginia 7, Stanford nothing, BYU nothing, East Carolina nothing, Southern Miss 7, Louisiana Tech 7. Florida, Miami, that's, I don't know if that's really a big game, but it's nothing there. That's just now getting started. Washington State 0-0, Arizona State 0, Baylor nothing. And I feel like Illinois and Indiana should have already started, but it has not. So I don't know what's going on there. But again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, it's a growing channel, folks. It is a growing channel, dare I say. So again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. As we're back to start the second quarter, again, it was going to be a crucial fourth down decision here for Air Force. It was 4th and 2 at the Boise State 48. They need to get to the 46 for a brand new set of downs. So I'm interviewing the Air Force coach. He said they're probably going to go for it. Under center is Johnson. This is kind of a gutsy call here. A receiver to the left, three backs in the backfield. Johnson takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He's still on his feet, but he's not going to get it. Oh, man. A turnover on downs, and Boise State will take over at the 48. Very interesting call there. That was definitely aggressive. I don't know. That was a gutsy call, and it did not work out. Tell you what, though, I mean, the running back, Carson, gave a lot of effort there, trying to stay up on his feet, but just couldn't make it happen. So Boise State taking over at their own 48. Under center is Madsen, sending a man in motion. Madsen hands it off up the middle. He's at the 50, 45, 40, and brought down at the 35. Who is that? That is Sherrod on the carry. Gain of 17. And Boise State looks pretty good. It was a rough first drive. Again, they had the injury to Madsen, but since then it's been pretty much all Boise State. Madsen under center. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. Madsen, play action, drops back, looking over the middle. Now moving to his right. Still moving, fires. It is knocked away there by Johnson. K. Johnson, number 2, the corner. That'll make it 2nd and 10. Pass intended for the big tight end there, number 88. Again, I'll try to get you the names whenever I can, but I'm not an expert on these guys. I won't claim to be. 2nd and 10, Madsen in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends in tight. Sending a man in motion. Madsen hands it off. Up the middle, and he's really not going to get much. Might give him a yard or so after they blew it dead. That was Sherrod on the carry. McDeasy, let's go Boise. Well, hey, thank you for stopping on by. Appreciate you. Pulling for Boise State. So far, so good for the Boise State crowd. 3rd and 9. They need to get to the 25. They're at the 34. Madsen in the shotgun. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. Madsen takes the snap, fires. It's caught at the 30, at the 25, and brought down at the 18. Brand new set of downs for Boise State. That was Penry on the catch. Just pretty much a quick slant. No one was on him. Brand new set of downs for Boise State. 10 first downs for Boise State, only 4 for Air Force. In the shotgun ball at the 17, and There's another penalty, and I think that's going to be on Boise State for the early movement. That's not the first time they've had a false start today. Another one. I think that's the third time, if I remember correctly. That was Matt Wagner, the tight end. So first and 15 coming up for Boise State. Again, they've been moving the ball very well here on this drive. Ball at the 22 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, sending a man in motion. And another penalty. Is this going to be a false start again? Oh, that would be crucial. False start. Oh, man. Just another self-inflicted penalty. That was Zach Holmes. So back-to-back false starts again. I believe that's the 4th false start today for Boise State. Not exactly loud here, but, I mean, I don't know. 1st and 20. In the shotgun, Madsen drops back looking. It's going to throw it, and it is almost connected there with the receiver, but could not find him. Incomplete. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like if the receiver was looking for the ball, that might have been a touchdown. That was intended for Ford. So 2nd and 20 coming up for Boise State. 12:37 left to go here in the first half. Boise State up, of course, 14-7. But they do have the ball in Air Force territory. In the pistol, sending a man in motion. That is Penry in motion. Madsen hands it off. He's got some space at the 25, 20, and he's brought down at the 17. That is Gaines on the carry, but there is another flag. Insurance Live Football. Not too familiar there. It's going to be a holding on the offense. Another self-inflicted penalty. And Boise State just 3 penalties on these set of downs alone. Not just this drive. Just, man, that is huge. 3 penalties on this drive. 3 penalties in a short amount of time for sure. So 2nd and forever, 2nd and 30 to be more specific. Madsen is going to swing it out. It's caught at the 40, at the 35, the 30, and brought down at the 28. So a gain of 9. It's going to be 3rd and long still. They're saying 3rd and 20. I don't think that's the case. It's going to be 3rd and 21. I'm not. It really depends where they marked it. They're at the 28. They need to get to the 7. In the shotgun, Madsen drops back, looking to his right, fires. It's caught at the 15, 10, and brought down at the 5. Oh, man, just right up the seam to the tight end. Wide open. And to be honest, I think he tripped over himself. Yeah, he tripped over himself. There was a defender there that would have probably made the tackle, but him tripping over himself, I think, made it a little bit easier. So 1st and goal for Boise State. Madsen under center. The running back is standing straight up, just like Ashton Jenny. Hands it off up the middle, powering forward. They're still moving the pile, but he's not going to get much. That was Riley on the carry, gain of about 2. Oh, going to give him a 1. Oh, geez, that's a terrible spot. So 2nd and goal coming up for the Broncos as we're ticking under 11 minutes here in the second quarter. 14-7 is your score. But Boise looking to extend the lead. 14 unanswered, looking for 20 unanswered. Madsen under center. Madsen, play action, moving to his right. Looks over the middle. It is, a lot of contact there, but no flag. Madsen can't believe that there's no flag. I mean, to be honest with you, live, it looked like he was tackled well before the ball got there. Fletcher just, that is Fletcher just manhandling a I don't know if that was Voorhees or whatnot, but it's going to be 3rd and goal regardless. At the 3. Madsen under center, receiver to the right. Running back in the backfield, sending a tight end in motion. Madsen looking to his right now, looks to his left, and he finds the wide open tight end. Touchdown, Boise State Broncos. And it's now 20-7. That was Matt Lauter. I'm not too sure. Just wide open, just a drag route. Lauter. There we go. So 20-7, pending the extra point. 10 plays, 52 yards for Boise State. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 21-7. Boise State leading Air Force. And it does not look all that promising for Air Force. But, of course, they'll get the ball back. And, hey, you never know what could happen. Never know what could happen. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out today. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you do like what you hear today. I mean, this is what I do, folks. I call games. But, yeah, if you're able to press the like button and, of course, subscribe to the channel, definitely helps out a lot. This is a growing channel. Earlier today covered North Texas and Army. That was an exciting game. And we're back for game number 2 today. Boise State, of course, they're on top 21-7. Don't know, again, why this is. I mean, that seems to be working. We might just keep it here for now. Let's go ahead and look at some scores. But, yeah, again, if you're a football fan, college, NFL, this is a growing channel. Again, 6 months ago at 30 subs. Now we're over 950. Crossed that mark today. So, again, it's a growing channel. May as well hop on the train while it's not too crowded. Madsen, 6 for 11, 86 yards and a touchdown. Cutforth, whenever he was in, 3 for 5, 34 yards. Air Force were combined 0 for, well, it says 0 for 3. It says 0 for 2, but they're 0 for 3. Johnson, Robertson, 0 for 1. Johnson, 0 for 2. Boise State rushing. Riley, 8 carries, 64 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sherrod, 3 carries, 19 yards. And Gaines, 2 carries, 17 yards. For Air Force, Carson, 6 carries, 80 yards. Frew, 1 carry, 6 yards. Johnson, 2 for 6. Hodges, 1 for 2. Harris, 2 for no yards on the play. For Boise State, I think that's Caples, 2 for 30. Wagner, 2 for 28. Lauder, 2 for 23 and a touchdown. Penry, 1 catch for 17. Marshall, 1 for 13. And Riley, 1 for 9. Those are your stats for this one. But, yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow for Steelers, Patriots, and Broncos, Chargers. That is what the subscribers voted for, Broncos, Chargers. So, yes, the subscribers of the channel do vote for games that I cover. So, right after the Steelers and the Patriots game, I will be heading on over to Los Angeles, where they host the Broncos. So, back-to-back days, the Broncos. Okay, we're just kind of waiting for this game to resume. Again, 21 unanswered for Boise State. Boise State looking good, firing on all cylinders. Again, they were favored by 10.5 today. So people were expecting a, 2-score game. But maybe not this early, as there is the kickoff. That's going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. So Air Force will begin their drive at the 25. Again, they need to get something going here. Most of their yards came off of one play. They have 94 total yards. That one play, 64 yards. So, again, been a little bit of a struggle as of late for Air Force as they'll get the ball at the 25. Under center, I couldn't tell you who that is. He hands it off up the middle, and he's going to get a nice gain of about 3. That is not Johnson in the game. Someone else. Zarka, I believe the quarterback, maybe trying to spice things up here. 2nd and 7. Zarka under center. It's blurry. Oh my gosh, what happened to the... Oh, that's going to be encroachment. They were switching up the formation there. Boise State jumped off sides. And referee coming in. They might be saying it's on Boise. Israel Ryo, do you like Boise State or Air Force? I have no dog in this fight. And that's going to be a false start on Air Force. They're just switching the formation up, but they said it was a false start. But no, I'm just calling a game because, well, I'm calling the game. That is interesting. So Air Force called with the false start. Wow. That is huge. So 2nd and 12. I just hit my hand. It hurts. In the shotgun. Ball at the 23. Sending a man in motion. And he's going to take it himself. He's at the 25, the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. Brought down at the 38. So Zarka just going right at the middle. Had an option to hand it off to the jet sweep, but he kept it. And it was the right choice. Just no one there. Just right up the seam. So Air Force needed a big play, and they got it there. They're in Boise State territory. Wonder where they're going to mark him. Mark him down at the 39 of Boise State. In the shotgun is Zarka. Sending a man in motion. Hands it up the middle. Lowers his shoulder, still on his feet. And is going to get tackled at about the 30-yard line. Nice little gain there. Gain of 9. Just sending it up the middle. I believe this is Carson again. Carson just doing everything he can. He's had a nice day so far. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Falcons. Under center is Zarka. Receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion. Hands it off. This is Carson, and he's going to get the first down. Needed to get to the 29. He got it. Tackled at the 28. Brand new set of downs for Air Force. Again, I covered the Army North Texas game earlier, so a little bit used to this, wing T type of triple option offense. Still kind of, it's different, but I'm getting used to it. Under center is Zarka as he's going to go back to the shotgun. Zarka hands it off. He's at the 30, the 25, and brought down at the 24. It's a gain of about 4. That'll make it 2nd and manageable as we're approaching the 7.5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Boise State leading 21-7. They have 21 points unanswered here, but Air Force is moving as they're going to mark it at the 24. Zarka under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Tight end in tight. You got a receiver out left. Going left to right on your YouTube screen. It's going to be the option. Tosses here at the 25-20 and pushed out of bounds at the 15. That is Harris. And that'll work. That's a brand new set of downs for Air Force. Got to see where they marked him out of bounds. Should mark it out at the 14. So a brand new set of downs for Air Force as we're approaching the 6.5-minute mark. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Sending a man in motion. That is Harris. Zarka moving to his right. Still moving to his right. He's going to check it down. It's caught by Harris. It was a nice one-handed catch. It's only for a yard, but it was a nice catch. But there is another penalty marker on the field. Jeez, personal foul, roughing the passer. And I believe that's going to be half the distance. Tell us about the next stream and game tonight. Well, scheduled to go is Cal and San Diego State. But I'm telling you what, if I am exhausted, because again, I've been up. I only had 4 hours of sleep last night. And I woke up at 4. I've been up since 4 Central Time. I am exhausted. I didn't really get much sleep all week. So whatever. It is what it is. Well, we'll see. We'll see, Kenneth. Under center is Zarka. Zarka sending a man in motion. Zarka's going to keep it himself, lowering the shoulder, but he's not going to get much as he fights forward for about a gain of a yard, if that. That was a huge penalty. Again, Boise State just has been, I don't know, they like seeing the color yellow, I guess. Again, they've been flagged multiple, 6 or 7 times already in the first half. I'll have to get the team stats for you whenever I can. Second and goal in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Zarka sending a man in motion. He's going to keep it himself. Cuts inside and brought down at the 3. Gain of about 2. So third and goal. Zarka not exactly. He's got some athleticism. Not the fastest guy in the world. And Zarka's going to actually take a breather. This is Max Steege, a former fullback. It's saying first and goal on the screen, but I'm pretty sure it's third and goal. I don't know what in the world's going on, but Boise State's taking a timeout regardless, so it'll give CBS a chance to fix its graphic, or I don't know, maybe I can catch up in what's happening, but pretty sure that's third and goal. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games college football, NFL. This is what I do. So, again, if you like the style that I offer tonight, it's kind of the traditional radio broadcast style. At least that's what I'm going for. Definitely like and subscribe. This is what I do, folks. And, of course, I'll be back tomorrow. Steelers, Patriots, and Broncos, Chargers was voted on by the subscribers of the channel. Again, there's one vote every single week. And the subscribers of the channel vote for a game every single week. Yeah, you guys voted for Chargers, Broncos tomorrow. So right after the Steelers, Patriots game, I'll be doing that one as well. All right, the timeout is over. So third and goal. They're at the 3. This is going to be interesting. Sending a man in motion. Direct snap. Takes it up the middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Air Force Falcons. That was Hodges just taking the snap and running pretty much right up the middle. And Air Force once again makes it a 1-score game, stopping the bleeding. Again, Boise State had 21 unanswered points. But Hodges says enough of that. We may be pending the extra point, unsure. There we go. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. Boise State 21, Air Force 14, 4:52 left to go here in the first half. Air Force finally back on the board after Boise State really took control of this one. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games. So if you like what you're listening to, if you like, I don't know, if you're a sports fan, if you're a sports bettor, sports whatever, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay, because this is what I do. I call games. Baseball, football, whatever you like. Again, just checking out some things. I do apologize, just trying to see what's happening here. Some technical issues, as always. I feel like that's always the case. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm still unsure how I'll do, if I'll do another game tonight. But earlier I did do the, well, let's see. You guys can probably see it from here. I did North Texas Army. Again, I called that one earlier today. It was a pretty good one. Went into overtime. That was fun. So hopefully we get a decent one here tonight. That's not refreshed. And we'll just go ahead and stay right here. That was not refreshed. But it is 21-14. Just go ahead and pay attention to the scoreboard on the bottom. Go Boise State. There we go, Travis. How's it going? Travis, a New York Giants fan and a Boise State fan. So, again, I appreciate you guys. Just looking at some things again. I do apologize. But yeah, hopefully, again, I do a decent enough job for you to like and subscribe. Again, it's free. Won't cost you a dime. Again, it's a growing channel. Just 6 months ago at 30 subs. Now we're at 950. Currently happening. Let me go and refresh this real quick just in case. Yeah, Notre Dame up 56-23 over Purdue. San Jose State has taken the lead. Looks like they are going to win over Idaho 31-28. Georgia Tech 45, Temple 17, Kansas 27, West Virginia 3, Delaware 24, Florida International 10, Kennesaw State 21, Arkansas State 14, Akron 38, Duquesne nothing, Missouri 9, South Carolina 7, Jacksonville State 10, Murray State 3, Marshall 7, Middle Tennessee nothing, Missouri State 14, UT Martin nothing. Nevada 10, Western Kentucky 3, Boise State, well, this is the game we're covering here. Georgia Southern 17, Maine 7, Coastal Carolina 7, South Alabama 7, Miami up 7-0 on Florida, Illinois and Indiana tied at 7 apiece. Vanderbilt hosting Georgia State up 3-0. Washington over Washington State 14-0 right now, and Virginia 21, Stanford 7 as we are resuming action. Fielded in the end zone. He's at the 5, the 10, not even getting to the 15. Breaking tackles. Now he's at the 15. But tackled there as that is Sherrod. Trying to get something going there. Couldn't make it happen. Arizona State 3, Baylor 3. BYU 3, Eastern Carolina nothing. Southern Miss 10, Louisiana Tech 10. LSU up 7-0 on Southeastern Louisiana. Texas A&M Houston tied at 0 apiece in the first quarter. Utah State 0, McNeese 0, and Texas State 0, Nichols State 0. 1st and 10 for Madsen in the pistol. Madsen hands it off. Up the middle, and he's not going to get much. May have gotten a yard. That was Riley on the carry. He's had a nice game today. 2 touchdowns for him, but nothing doing there. Yeah, Riley just could not break open, break free there. 2nd 9 in the shotgun, going right to left on your YouTube screen. Receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right. Madsen sending a man in motion. Madsen drops back, looking to his left. Now looking to his right, fires. It's caught at the 30, 35, and brought down at the 38. Huge play. That was Ford with the catch. And a brand new set of downs for Boise State. Looking to once again make this a 2-score game before the half. And Boise State did get the ball first as well. That should be noted. So 1st and 10 for Boise State. In the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Play action. Drops back. Looking. Fires deep. Down the left side, and there's a penalty marker thrown. Bates fell. Air Force fans are booing, or I should say the cadets. He can't believe it. That was really, I don't know. I think Bates he may have flopped. That's what it really looked like. I'd like to see the replay, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happened. No foul and pass interference. But there is a flag for holding on the offense. Oh, what a turn of events. It looked like Boise State was going to get a free 15, but instead they're backing up 10. Another Boise State penalty. They've just been They have been just self-inflicted. And most of this stuff is on the offensive line. Again, holding false starts. That's really what it's been tonight. So 1st and 20 at their own 28 in the pistol, sending a man in motion. Madsen takes a snap, hands it off. He's at the 30, 35, and brought down at the 38. His original line of scrimmage, that was Riley on the carry. And Riley's had a really good night. Really good night, to be honest with you. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Boise State. In the shotgun, trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Madsen swings it out to the running back at the 35, 40, and brought down at the 45. The clock is going to continue to run. Actually, no, there's a flag on the play. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens. No idea what's going on. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the offense. Oh my goodness. Boise State just can't seem to get out of their own way. Another offensive line penalty. Roger Carrion. The just the unnecessary roughness I'd like to see again. See the replay there, but that's 9 penalties for Boise State. And yeah, he's just shoving his hand right into the Air Force linebacker's face mask. So 2nd and 18 for Boise State in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, two receivers to the left. Madsen drops back, looking, fires. It is caught. No, it's dropped. Wasn't exactly wide open, but he had a easy catch to make it. He couldn't make it. So 3rd and 18. Go Air Force, slap those potato eaters. Oh my goodness. So 3rd and long for Boise State. In the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Running back moving to his left hip. Madsen drops back. Heavy pressure is going to be a screen. Caught at the 30, 35, and is going to be driven backwards. Forward progress being marked at about the 37. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Again, just penalties and penalties and penalties for Boise State. And I believe Air Force is going to call a timeout. So Air Force calling timeout. Again, they need all the time they can get because, again, the way they run their offense, it's a, 3 yards in a cloud of dust type of offense. So they're going to need all the time to make it happen. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is a growing channel, folks. So definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. I covered the NFL, college football, and, of course, MLB. And what I do with college is I really try to find games that might not be viewed by many people. I try to focus on games that are going to be on other channels that aren't on the local television. So that's really the way I can, the only way I can really feel like I'm going to have any success here. As here is the punt. And it's going to be fielded at the 11. I guess he made the fair catch signal. So 2-12. And they're going to take a break here. Hold on 1 second. I'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, sorry about that. We are back. Again, it's going to be Air Force ball at their own 12. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Boise State leading 21-14. Of course, Air Force opened up the scoring with it was a huge run. Then they kind of just walked into the end zone. Boise State with 21 unanswered. And then Air Force scoring on their last possession. Boise State, again, penalty after penalty after penalty. And just couldn't get out of their own way. And now Air Force will have a chance. It's going to be pretty tough. They're going to need some big plays here. Again, they are not a team that really can advance, far in a short amount of time. So we'll see what happens here as, of course, Air Force, again, a huge rushing attack. Apparently Navy's number one right now, 375 yards rushing a game. That's very impressive. So hopefully we can get back resumed here as the timeout. And I'm about to have the 2-minute warning anyway, so I don't even know why in the world they're taking forever on this timeout. But again, touchdown, first drive, punt, and then they turn it over on downs on the third drive, then a touchdown. So again, it's been kind of a mixed bag with Air Force. All right, ball at the 12. The quarterback's going to be in the shotgun. Again, they've been switching out quarterbacks. I'm going to assume it's Zarka. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion. That is Harris. Zarka hands it off up the middle at the 15 and brought down at the 18. That is Carson. Carson on the carry. And again, that's going to take us 2-minute warning, so I don't know why in the world the greedy networks were like, you know what, let's maximize this timeout real quick, and then we're going to send it back to the 2-minute warning. That's so dumb. But, hey, that's just the way they think, I guess. Folks, again, appreciate it. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is a growing channel, so definitely like and subscribe. Covered the game earlier, the game as in North Texas and Army. And again, my strategy is really to focus when it comes to college football to cover games that might not be viewed on your local television set. So again, that's really the only way I can kind of think that I might have any success here. And so far, it's been a mixed bag. But hey, we're just giving it a shot. So again, appreciate you guys hanging out, and make sure, of course, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Chris, how's it going? I'm okay. I'm exhausted. Very exhausted, actually. But, hey, we're hanging in there. For halftime, I might step away the entire time. I normally don't do that, but I might be doing it for this time. But, of course, again, I'll be continuing the second half. But, again, I'm just unsure what's happening around here at the moment. But right now, again, it's 2-minute warning. Air Force has the ball. It's going to be like second and 5 whenever we do return to action. And again, a reminder, I'll be back tomorrow. Steelers-Patriots. Patriots wearing their throwbacks. And, of course, the game you guys voted for, the subscribers, Broncos and Chargers. So, again, you heard it correctly. If you haven't subbed, we have votes every single week. 1 vote a week. This past week, Broncos, Chargers, Saints, Seahawks, Cardinals, Niners. And, of course, there's just some memes that I post just to keep interacting. It's been pretty fun interacting with, you guys. Of course, we're all sports fans here, or sports bettors, whatever. But, I'm a sports fan. So, again, if you're a sports fan, this is definitely a great channel for you. Same thing with sports betting. I could be covering a game you might need some information on. So, hopefully we're back after this. Yes, we are. 2-minute warning again. Air Force. It's going to be second and about 5. Or it says second and 4. As they'll have 2 minutes to try to march their way down the field, at least get a field goal. They will get the ball to start the second half. Showing the top 10. Ohio State, Penn State off. LSU leading Southeastern Louisiana 7-0. Miami leading Florida 7-0. Georgia's off. Oregon defeated Oregon State 41-7. Kent State losing to Florida State 66-10. Texas leading Sam Houston 7-0. Illinois trailing Indiana 14-7. So some interesting stuff, movement potentially happening after this week. Who you like? I don't really have a team here. I'm just kind of calling the game, just trying to survive out here in this cruel world. I'm just calling this game. Again, like I said earlier, you may have just been joining in. Just call games for college football that might not be seen by, like it's not on the local television. That's pretty much what I do for college football. So again, I just call games. That's what I do. 2nd and 4. Under center is Zarka. Sending a man in motion. Zarka hands it off up the middle, and he's fighting forward. That's a nice gain of 2. Initially didn't look like he was getting anything. So a gain of 2. Interesting to see what Boise State will do. They have 2 timeouts as it's 3rd and 2. Air Force might try to milk the clock here. They're lining up. 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 22. They're at the 20, sending a man in motion. Tried the hard count, didn't work. Zarka changing up the play. Sending a man in motion. Zarka hands it off up the middle, and he's not going to get it. Hands it off to, I believe, Allen or something. I think it was somebody started with, Allen on the carry, and did not get 2 yards. He got about 1.5 yards. And Boise State will call their timeout there, so they'll have 1 remaining, and they'll be looking to add to this 21-14 lead. So if Air Force can hold, it's no harm, no foul. Again, Air Force will have the ball to start off the second half. So again, I apologize, but I got nothing here. I don't have a. I don't know. That's one negative, I guess, about doing teams you don't really know. I don't really know too much about the players. I mean, that's something I kind of gather as the game goes along. But right now, again, Air Force, they're obviously a traditional military academy, so they're going to run the ball, kind of like Army, Navy. Boise State, of course, they're one of the best group of 5 teams, year in, year out. Obviously had a very bad opening year start to USF, but with USF losing and the way they did, I mean, it's still not out of the question that they can still be the group of 5 team, but they need to look really good the rest of the way. As here is the punt. Bounces at the 43, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 33. Good old Air Force with only 3 yards. This is traditional Air Force. There's a flag on the play. Punting it out of bounds again around the 33-yard line of Boise State. Holding on Air Force. One of the few penalties to go against Air Force today. Again, Boise State's just been racking them up, holding, and then false start. Personal fouls. I mean, it's really been just Boise State just not. I mean, they've just been getting them. They're just getting in their own way. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Boise State. Going to see where they mark it. Again, they got about a minute 5 left to go. As they're at the 43. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Madsen takes the snap, looking to his right, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 50. 45 makes the guy miss at the 40, and brought down at the 33. Had to celebrate real quick and then hand the ball to the ref. Luckily, it's not the NFL, and the clock will continue running. It'll stop a little bit. So 1st and 10 at the 33. Madsen drops back, looking to his left. Going to check it down at the 30. Makes a guy miss at the 25, 20, 15. Runs out of bounds at the 8. That was Sherrod with the catch and run. Very nice, I might add. So 1st and goal, just a few plays just like that. And Boise State's already in the red zone. So 1st and 10. Now, 1st and goal, I might add. I don't know why they said 1st and 10 on the score bug there. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Play action. Madsen drops back, fires to the end zone. It is incomplete, but there is a flag. Ford was the intended target. Trying to see what the call is. Again, a lot of penalties have been going against. Illegal formation on Boise State. It's just going to back him up. Madsen, have a little chat with the ref. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I can see it. The bottom receiver wasn't on the line. Okay, I can see that. Okay, well, hey, it's first and goal at the 14 in the pistol. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right, going right to left on your YouTube screen. Madsen hands it off. Up the middle. Sherrod's not going to get much. Almost loses the ball, but does not. So 2nd and goal coming up, and wondering, well, there's a stoppage. Wonder who called what. No, there's actually an injured Boise State. So Matt Lauder jogging off the field now. He was the injured Bronco, and now he's just running off the field. So I don't know if they're not going to charge him a timeout there. Timeouts for some reason not necessarily registering up. I don't know what. Let's go ahead and refresh this. I don't know if that would really matter. No, it didn't matter at all. Okay, only, again, 1 timeout left for Boise State here. 33 seconds. Actually, no, they're going to charge him a timeout for that, so never mind. No timeouts left for Boise State. CBS is wrong. Scoreboard down there is wrong. Just listen to me. Listen to the doctor. Pirates win 2-0. Jolly Roger, there we go. Man, I'm sure that was an exciting game, 2-0. I was debating on actually calling that because I've yet to call an A's game. Looks like I'm not going to call an A's game at all this year. They're probably going to be the only team I haven't called for MLB. Astros might see them in the playoffs. We'll see. Unsure. So 2nd and goal, ball at the 12 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Madsen drops back, looking over the middle. It is incomplete through the hands of the intended target. That was Wagner. Just not able to connect there. Yeah, just through his hands. Wasn't ready, I guess. 3rd and goal. Ball at the 12. Again, they don't have any time, so they have plenty of time. At 30 seconds. So even if they are able to catch it in bounds, I mean, there's no rush. Madsen drops back, looking, fires. It is knocked away, incomplete, but there is a flag. There is a flag. And this might be against Air Force. Pass interference. Wondering where that would be. A little bit of a jersey tug there. Oh man, that is tough. That is tough. Seen a lot less called. Seen a lot more let go. 1st and goal at the 5. Madsen drops back, looking, moving to his right. Heavy, just 3 flags flying. Throws, it is caught, and then runs out of bounds at the 4. But again, I saw 3 flags flying on the bottom of the screen. Again, if you like, well, I don't know if anyone likes this. That's going to be holding on Boise State. So if you like flags, if you like penalties, this is the game for you. Unbelievable just how many penalty markers have. Yeah, that was a clear and obvious hold. Oh my gosh. To be honest, though, it may have been worth it because he would have been sacked. That might have pretty much made sure that would have been a field goal attempt because, yeah, they have 11 penalties. 11 penalties for Boise State, 5 for Air Force, which that's still a lot because you double that, that's 10, which is a lot for a game. But 11 and a half is pretty insane. First and goal at the 15. Madsen drops back, looking to his right. Now moving to his right, fires it. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to get away from the Air Force defender, just blitzing. He did, but had no mustard on that one. It falls incomplete. Second and goal coming up for the Broncos. About 16 seconds left. This has been the longest 2 minutes, of forever. Jeez, In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Madsen drops back, looking, fires to the end zone. That is way out of bounds, incomplete. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Madsen not even close, but just how this last 2 minutes have went. Really started with that 2-minute 15-second commercial break that went 3 minutes, and then they ran a play. Then there's another 2 minutes of commercials. It was just it's been a very long stretch of time here. 3rd and goal in the shotgun at the 15. Madsen drops back. Looking, fires over the middle. It's intercepted in the end zone. Oh, what a mistake that was for Madsen. Intercepted in the end zone. Of course, he falls down. And, man, that is a killer for Boise State. Just felt like, and Madsen's upset. He's talking to the coaches on the sideline. There were 3 Falcons in the area. That is very unfortunate. Just felt like the whole time, just the way that the drive was looking with all the penalties and with everything, like no one that Boise State would somehow mess this up, and they did. That was just not a good decision. And he's going to take the knee, and they are going to head to the half. Boise State 21, Air Force 14. It's been an interesting half for sure. So, but yeah, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games, college football games, NFL, and, of course, baseball. And it is a growing channel. So make sure to definitely subscribe. Just 6 months ago at 30 subs. Now we're over 950. So like I said, again, it's a growing channel. So definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lane. Again, a sports fan, sports bettor, doesn't matter. This is a channel for all. So definitely do that. I will step away real quick. I don't know if it'll be for the entire halftime or not, but I'll try to be back. I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes or so. Yeah, and I'll be back, of course. We'll go over some scores, some stuff like that. But yeah, see you guys in 10. See you soon. Peace. All right, I am back. So again, it's 21-14 Boise State over Air Force. Air Force will have the ball whenever we do return to action in this one. So again, Air Force will have an opportunity to potentially tie the game. Again, they originally led up. They were leading 7-0 over Boise State. Boise State, again, the story there was Madsen potentially was knocked out of the game. And then, it's a 3-and-out. They punted. Air Force went down and scored. And then Boise State on the next 3 drive would score. Of course, Madsen came back in. So all was good there. And then Air Force scoring 21-14. Each team had the ball there, but could not make it happen. So, then that's pretty much where we're at. Again, it's 21-14. Air Force will have the ball whenever we do return to action. As far as scores that are happening right now, Kansas 34, West Virginia 3. They are at the end of the third quarter. Delaware 38, Florida International 16. Kennesaw State 28, Arkansas State 14. Akron 48, Duquesne 7. South Carolina leading 14-12 over Missouri at the half. Jacksonville State 24, Murray State 3. Also at the half, all these at the half pretty much. Marshall 7, Middle Tennessee nothing. That is delayed. A lot of delays happening all of a sudden. That's pretty insane. Missouri State 28, UT Martin nothing. Nevada up 10-3, over Western Kentucky in the third quarter. Of course, it's halftime here in Air Force Boise State. Georgia Southern 17, Maine 14. Coastal Carolina 14, Southern Alabama 14. Miami leading 10-0 over Florida halfway through the second quarter. Indiana currently up 21-7 over Illinois. This will be a huge loss for Illinois. They really need to be, I don't want to say perfect, but they need to win this game if they want to be taken seriously. Vanderbilt leading 21-3 over Georgia State. Let's see, Washington leading Washington State 21-10. Virginia 28, Stanford 7. Arizona State 10, Baylor 9. They just actually tied it up here 10-10 now in Waco, Texas. BYU 6, East Carolina 3. Louisiana Tech 23, Southern Miss 10. LSU 20, Southeastern Louisiana 0. Texas leading 21-0. Arch is 8 for 11, 118 and a touchdown. So looking a lot better today. Utah State 13, McNeese 0, and Texas State 14, Nichols 3. As far as final scores from earlier today, Oregon over Oregon State 41-7, Florida State 66, Kent State 10, Oklahoma 24, Auburn 17, Ole Miss 45, Tulane 10, Tennessee 56, UAB 24, Texas Tech 34, Utah 10. Georgia Tech 45, Temple 24. Michigan over Nebraska 30-27. Notre Dame 56, Purdue 30. Memphis 32, Arkansas 31. Maryland 27, Wisconsin 10. Syracuse 34, Clemson 21. Virginia Tech 38, Wofford 6. TCU 35, SMU 24. Louisville 40, Bowling Green 17. A lot of scores, my goodness. UNLV 41, Miami of Ohio 38. North Texas over Army. I covered that one earlier. That was a great game. 45-38 in overtime. South Florida 63, South Carolina State 14. Central Michigan 49, Wagner 10. UCF 34, North Carolina 9. Blowing them out. Jeez. UConn 31, Ball State 25, James Madison 31, Liberty 13. Eastern Michigan 34, Louisiana 31, Troy 21, Buffalo 17, Western Michigan 14, Toledo 13, Ohio 52, Gardner Webb 35, Duke 45, NC State 33, Mississippi State 38, Northern Illinois 10, and finally San Jose State over Idaho 31-28. RC, how's it going? Sorry I keep leaving. Oh no, you're good. I same here. I got a lot going on behind the scenes as well. Is this your last straw? I don't know. I actually have no idea. It really just depends on how we're looking at the end of the night. RC, if I'm still exhausted, if I'm satisfied with how the stream went, we might make it happen. Only 40 away. Yeah, no, we're growing. I do appreciate you guys again for liking and subscribing so far. It's been fun. But if you haven't done so already, again, make sure to like and subscribe. Again, this is what I do. I call games. And I focus on the games that won't be on your regular television as far as college football is concerned. So, yeah, definitely, again, if you find yourself with, cheering for a team that might not be on CBS, Fox, ABC, ESPN, whatever, NBC, definitely subscribe to the channel. Again, if you're just a sports fan in general, this is what I do. Last stream again, yeah, I'm not too sure, RC, we'll see. I do have another one scheduled. I just don't know. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow for Steelers-Patriots. The Steelers, my Steelers, taking on the Patriots. They're wearing their throwback uniforms. And the Broncos-Chargers will be the second game I do tomorrow. That one was voted on by the subs of the channel. Again, yes, that is a thing. The subscribers of the channel do vote for games that I will call. Broncos-Chargers winning by a landslide. So that's what we're calling right after the Steelers-Patriots game. And hopefully, again, we have a good second half here. So we can, I don't know, hopefully it's just a good half and we can have a nice, exciting call here. Fox Sports, I'm shocked WGN carries college football too, but they do. Okay, there we go. Yeah, again, just, that's really where I focus. I focus on, if the game isn't on the local channels, that's where I'm going to try to cover for college football. And California, San Diego State will be, if I do call it, the final game I do today. That'll be my third game. I want to try to get 3 games in more often going forward, potentially up to 4. That would be pretty neat. But I don't know. I don't know how often I'll do that. It looks like we're about to be 3 minutes away from starting this one again. Again, it's 21-14, Boise State over Air Force. All right, let's see if we can go over some stats real quick over these guys. Let me refresh. Let's do team stats first. Again, 310 yards for Boise State, 172 for Air Force. 15 first downs for Boise, 8 for Air Force. 204 passing yards for Boise, -3 for Air Force. Rushing, though, 106 for Boise, 175 for Air Force. But the story of the day and why it's kind of close, Boise State with 11 penalties, 97 yards. This is only at the half, folks. It's not a full game. Air Force with 5, which is still a lot, but they, again, it doesn't look that much when you compare it to Boise State. Of course, Madsen threw that pick in the end zone. Time of possession is pretty much about the same. 5 streams a day, yeah, I'm sure. I don't know if I have that in me. I don't know if the voice has it in me. All right, so some stats here for both these teams here. Madsen, 11 for 21, 170, 1 touchdown and a pick. Cut fourth when he was in was 3 for 5, 34 yards. Air Force passing, Trey Robertson, 0 for 1. Josh Johnson, 0 for 2. Liam Zarka, 1 for 1 for -3 yards. So not much in the air attack for Air Force. I know that's not really a shock, but still got to say the stats for Boise. Dylan Riley, 10 carries, 75 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Malik Sherrod, 4 carries, 21 yards. And Sire Gaines, 2 for 17 on the ground. For Air Force, Dylan Carson, 10 carries, 100 yards, and a touchdown. Liam Sarka, 3 carries, 42 yards. Cade Harris, 3 for 10 on the ground. Cade Frew, 1 for 6. Josh Johnson, 2 for 6. Kemper Hodges, 2 for 5. Rocco Conti, 1 for 4. Owen Allen, 2 for 3. Receiving, we'll start off with Air Force here. 1 catch, 1 yard. Boise State receiving, Latrell Caples, 4 for 56. Malik Sherrod, 2 for 36. Matt Wagner, 2 for 28. Matt Louder, 2 for 23 and a touchdown. Ben Ford, 2 for 19. Chase Penry, 1 for 17. Chris Marshall, 1 for 13. Dylan Riley, 1 for 9. Indiana smoking Illinois. Yeah, no, I saw it. It was, that's definitely a shock. Kind of. I mean, they're the home team, Indiana, but geez, Illinois, I thought they would be much better this year. A lot of people did as well. So we are returning to action here in Colorado. Air Force Falcons hosting the Boise State Broncos. Boise State up 21-14. Air Force will get the ball back to start the second half. And again, it's a one-score game, just like that. Air Force could tie things up, so very much not over if you're thinking it's over. Of course, Boise State was favored by about 10.5, 11.5, depending on where you were looking. Again, only a 7-point game, and I do have a poll up for that. Again, make sure to vote in that. Boise State wins by 11, 59% of the vote. Boise State wins by 1-10, 29% of the vote. And then 12% of you have Air Force flat out winning. And what an upset that would be. That would definitely be a shocker. It's Boise State, again, usually one of the best group of 5 teams in all of college football. Just showing some stuff here from earlier and showing how Air Force succeeded on the ground. And again, they've done well. They've done well. It's a long halftime, I know. It's ridiculous. The commercial breaks have been just going and going and going and going. And going and going and going. All right, Boise State kicking off, and we are resuming the second half, and that one is out of the end zone for a touchback, actually hitting a guy. So there you go. So 1st and 10, they'll get the ball at the 25. Air Force will be moving right to left, which I understand doesn't look like that way on your side of things. Right to left on your YouTube screen. Charles, how's it going? Great night. Somebody to show my support and smash the like button. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Definitely helping out the channel. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. Sending a man in motion. Hands it off. Carson. Oh, he's driven backwards. Not much there. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much working. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Falcons. Showing some stats here. Again, not really much happened in 2nd and 10. They're going to back up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Zarka sending a man in motion. Play action. Drops back. Firing. It is caught. He's at the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. 1 man to beat. 10, 5. Touchdown. Air Force Falcons. What a play. Is that Harris on the catch and run? Cade Harris. Oh, it fooled them, the play action. Again, they've only went back to pass 3 times tonight prior to that. So I could see why they bit heavy. And it was a very good pass from Zarka. 75 yards, and the Air Force is just an extra point away from tying things up. Unbelievable. I'm great. Thanks for a rainy night. Oh, rainy night over there. Okay. They're going to actually check to see if he... Oh, I don't know. He might be down at the inch line, to be honest with you. They're going to check to see. Again, again, he's going to get down at the 1 if that's the case. But, man. Oh, yeah, I think he's going to be short. He's going to be short, but again, they're going to mark it at the 1. Going to mark it at the 1 here. So, again, looks like the touchdown will be taken off the board, but I do think... the way, again, I think they'll punch it in just a few plays later. Jeez, looks like they're going to place it at the half-yard line. So not even first and goal at the 1. 1st and goal at the half-yard line. So they have 4 plays to get it in. It'll be first and goal, just about a foot and a half away. And just out of curiosity, if there's any, Air Force, I know there's some Boise State fans here. There's a few Air Force fans that made their thoughts known. But feel free to let me know what team you represent down in the comments below. I'm just kind of curious, as I just noticed my ticker went away. What the heck just happened there? So what in the world? There we go. All right, well, it's going to be first and goal. Zarka with the quarterback sneak. Is he going to get in? No signal. No signal yet. Touchdown. Kind of a delay there on the signal, but he's in. Now it's 21-20. Again, no huge play to Harris. 74 yards. One play later, they punch it in on the quarterback sneak. Looks like he initially wasn't going to get it, but geez, what an effort there on the second try. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. I'm sure everyone had this on their bingo card tonight. 21-21, Boise State and Air Force. Hey, man, I know how to pick them. I'm just saying I can pick some bangers for sure. Boise State will have the ball when we come back. Hernandez going Falcons. There we go. Man, 13:52 left to go in the third quarter. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Football, baseball, college football, NFL, MLB. That's pretty much what I do. So, again, if you're a sports fan, sports better, definitely subscribe to the channel. It's a growing channel. It is definitely a growing channel, so definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play. Just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we crossed over 950 today. So, again, it's a great growing channel. Definitely subscribe. Hop on the train before it gets crowded type of channel. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. And, again, it's free. It is free. You don't have to pay a dime. And, again, my strategy for college football, I'm trying to pick games that won't be on your normal television set, trying to give myself a fighting chance. Because, obviously, most of us would rather watch the game. But, if you're not able to, that's okay. If you are, able to, and let's just say the wife is like, you know what? You're not going to watch the game until you're done with the dishes, you're done with the laundry, you swept the floor, you mopped the floor. Well, you know what? I can't help you out with those dishes, with that dirty floor, but I can help you keep track with the game. So definitely, again, like and subscribe. Put me on the side. Yeah, you're going to be angry while you're sweeping the floor, but you'll at least know what's happening. So there you go. There you go. Air Force straight disrespecting these potato eaters. Man, I feel like there's so much malice behind those words. I've never felt offense before being called a potato eater. That's pretty crazy. Well, thank you again. Words of wisdom. Ironic, the name and the sentence there. Thank you again for stopping on by. I appreciate you. Again, appreciate all you guys for just clicking on the live stream, just giving me a chance to call this game for you. So, again, hopefully I do a decent enough job for you guys to press the like and subscribe button because, again, it is a growing channel. It is indeed a growing channel. Looking like we're going to be making our way back. Or again, it's 21-21. Air Force will be kicking off to Boise. I don't think Boise State was expecting this. Again, a huge favorite today. 10.5, 11.5 point favorite despite being on the road. Malice is your middle name. Oh, man. As there is the kickoff, and again, that's probably going to go out of bounds, or out of the end zone for a touchback, because that would be definitely different than out of bounds. So, yeah, 1st and 10 at the 25. Showing the drives here. Again, a 3-and-out, then a touchdown, then a touchdown, then a touchdown, and then a punt, and then they threw the pick in the end zone. That was a killer. Went from a potential easy 3 points to 0 points with the interception. So, Madsen looking for a much better drive here. 1st and 10 at the 25. Madsen hands it off up the middle, lowering the shoulder, and he's brought down at about the 29-yard line. Gain of 4. That is Riley. We kind of didn't really see him much there at the end of the first half for some reason. He's been very good. I don't know. He's been a very good back today. 10 carries, 75 yards for Riley. So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Broncos. At the 29 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left, going left to right on your YouTube screen. Madsen is going to hand it off. This is Riley trying to find something, but all he can do is find a bunch of Falcons as they bring him down. Referee going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. I personally didn't see that at all, but I'm not a referee. 3rd and 9 coming up. Riley just couldn't. I mean, the defensive line just all over the offensive line there, and Riley had no chance, and he's been very good tonight. 3rd and 6. In the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. Make it 3 as he's sending a man in motion. Trips to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Madsen drops back. Looking over the middle. Pump fakes. Now moving to his right. Throws. It is caught at the 50. Still on his feet at the 45. Pushed out of bounds at the 40. What a great, just pocket movement by Madsen. Great throw. Great catch. Moving the feet. First down. Boise State. Wife having a baby next week. Man, hey, there we go. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. That must be really cool. But thank you again for the $2 donation. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Yeah. Have yet to cover the Niners this year. I'm sure it'll happen. 1st and 10 under center is Madsen. Here's a toss. Cuts inside. Oh, he's got a nice move. 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown. Boise State Broncos. Oh, man, 2 touchdowns. With just over 3 minutes of gameplay here in the second half. Man, we might have a high-scoring half, folks. I don't know. Just a nice initial move. Sherrod with just a great, man, what a great first move. And then from there on, it was just the Jets. Extra point is up. The extra point is good. 28-21 is your score. With just under 12 minutes to go in the third quarter. Got a high-scoring game. Words of wisdom. Let's go. Man, what a game. What a second half. I don't know. The first half had some moments, but I don't know. I think the ending of the first half kind of was like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. It's not good football. This year might be fun. Again, appreciate you. And again, congratulations. Congratulations, Words of Wisdom for sure. On the baby. That's pretty exciting. Come on, Air Force says Words of Wisdom. Go Broncos. Respect our worthy Air Force. Yeah, you got to. Right now it's a close 7-point game. And again, the Niners thing, I do have a lot of San Francisco Giants fans. And how the NFL works for me, I go ahead and explain it right now. So I'm going to cover, of course, every Steelers game. But there's another game that I cover every single Sunday, and that one is voted on by the subscribers of the channel. So I'll be putting up pretty much West Coast games. The Steelers will be playing mostly in the early window. So the West Coast games, obviously the Niners didn't get the vote this week, but you never know. Again, Broncos, Chargers winning it out this week. Saints, Seahawks obviously was in last, and Cardinals, Niners. But again, you never know. I forgot who's playing this Thursday night for football, but I'm going to try to get to all the Thursday night games for sure for the NFL. And, again, 2 games a week. You guys vote for one of them. So that is kind of my pitch to you guys. So, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you like what you hear. Again, this is a sports channel, folks, and it's a growing channel. Again, just 6 months ago, at the end of March is when I really started doing all this. So less than 6 months ago, technically, but 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we're just over 950. So, again, we are definitely a growing channel. Might as well subscribe now because you're going to subscribe later. You might as well just do it now. you might as well. Great things coming for this channel. Congratulations on the... Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that's huge. Respect Steelers. They were a dynasty before the Niners. Steel curtain was fierce. Yeah, I didn't get to see that in the 70s. I got to see the 2000s, and those were fun. But, yeah, it's been a while. Steelers have seen some better days. Yeah, Chris here. Chris is definitely a very huge supporter of the channel as well. Yeah, I feel like I have some really great subscribers. You know, if not all my subscribers here, just chill and just awesome. So, again, I feel like, a lot of great stuff here. You know, try to get the best play-by-play I can possibly give. And then, the subscriber base here is just awesome. All right. Boise State's ready to kick things off. That looking like, again, that's going to be out of the end zone. Jeez, I know the elevation's a thing there, but geez. So Air Force will begin their drive at the 25. Showing Boise State's dominance in the Mountain West. Pretty much just, 5-time Mountain West champ. That's just, it's the most in Mountain West history. First Mountain West team to make the playoff, obviously. 1st and 10, under center is Zarka. Zarka moving to his right. Heavy pressure now to his left. Fires. It is caught at the 23. Slammed down at the 24. And you're hearing this correctly. Again, they started the drive at the 25, so that's a loss of 1. But the completion percentage stays perfect, as he's going to be 3 for 3 now. So 2nd and 11 coming up for Air Force. In the pistol is Zarka. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sending a man in motion. Zarka going to take it. Oh, he's going to keep it at the 30 and rolling to the first down marker. They're going to mark him short at about the 34.5-yard line. It was like a triple option, and he decided to keep it, and it was the right choice. San Jose State Spartans beat Boise State in 2020. Went undefeated. We smashed them. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I did not know that. 3rd and inches. Zarka under center. Zarka going to take it on the quarterback sneak, and he easily gets it. That's a gain of 2, and that's enough for a Air Force first down. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's been a very exciting second half already. Not much time has passed, not even 5 minutes, but already 2 touchdowns. Already 2 touchdowns. Air Force first drive very quickly. That was a score. Then Boise State answering very, very quickly. The touchdown of their own. Under center is Zarka. Zarka hands it off up the middle, and he stumbles as he falls down at the 40. That's Carson on the carry. And he already has over 100 yards. 64, I believe, coming on that one run earlier. Yeah, so again, he's had a nice night statistically. Of course, that one run helps it out a lot. 2nd and 8 coming up for Air Force. In the shotgun. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Zarka, play action. Steps up, fires. It is caught at the 45, 50. Oh, and he got hit stick by Benefield. But, hey, he held on. That's a brand new set of downs for Air Force. Oh, Benefield all over Harris. Harris isn't really a big guy. Benefield is. Ooh. Jeez, but, hey, he held on. That's a first down. The team won the Mountain West Championship. They did not go undefeated. Oh, I gotcha. 1st and 10 at the Boise State 49. In the shotgun is Zarka. Everyone's in tight, though. Zarka hands it off up the middle, trying to find something. He's still on his feet, moving forward. Not really going to get much. Might get 3, most likely 2. That's a hard-fought gain of 2 there. That was Allen on the carry. So 2nd and... Let's see, he got 3 there. 2nd and 7 coming up for Air Force. Just approaching the 8.5-minute mark here in the third quarter. Again, 28-21. Second half has started off to a very exciting start. In the shotgun is Zarka. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Zarka is going to keep it on the RPO. Breaking a tackle, and then he's tripped up at about the 43-yard line. Showing Mike Thiessen, the offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, 19th season with Air Force, man. He's dedicated to the traditional way of football on the wing tee. 3rd and 4. Ball at the 42.5-yard line. They're going to have to get to the 39 for a brand new set of downs. Zarka is in the shotgun. Everyone is in tight. Sending a man in motion. And, there's a busted snap or something. Boise State has the ball, but nothing really. I don't know what in the world happened. There's flags everywhere. False start. Everyone but the center. Oh, man. I have heard that before, and that was not fun. Actually happened against the team we're playing tomorrow, the Steelers-Patriots. That's great. So that's good. That's a sign of good things to come, I'm sure. Reliving that penalty a day prior to the... Yeah, anyway, 3rd and 9. Zarka is under center. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Zarka is going to keep it on the option. He's at the 45-40. Lowers the shoulder, brought down at the 36. He points to over there. That's a brand new set of downs for Air Force. Air Force, they're looking scrappy, but they're looking really good. Again, it was an option, and he kept it. Boise really just selling out for the option, and they really haven't had much success with it, but they have had success when Zarka keeps it. So that might be changing up very soon. 1st and 10. Zarka under center at the 36. Zarka hands it off up the middle. Allen not getting much. He may have gotten a yard, if that. Allen hasn't really had a statistical great night. 3 for 6. He's going to be 4 for 7 now. So, yeah, no, definitely a rough night for Allen whenever he gets the ball. 2nd and 9, ball at the 35. Zarka under center. Receiver to the right. 2 running backs in the backfield. Tight ends in tight. Zarka gets the snap. The option. He tosses. It's a fumble. It's a fumble, and it's not recovered in bounds. This time they were all over him on the option, and they forced a very bad pitch, and it went haywire. Luckily for Air Force, it went out of bounds. It was really not really a pitch. It was more of a throw behind. Again, that was just a risky, very risky decision. So it's going to be third and a good bit. It says 3rd and 9. Oh, wow. At the 35. Okay, I guess it's 3rd and 9. They need to get to the 26. It's the option. Here's the toss. He's at the 35. Makes the guy miss at the 30. And he gets tackled at the 25. First down, Air Force. Oh, man, he made the initial guy miss. And then he was gang tackled, but he was pushed forward and able to get the first down because of Boise State bringing him down. Just all pushing him forward. Hey, I don't think he minds that. I don't think anyone would if you're the ball carrier being tackled forward. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Ball at the 25. Zarka's going to keep it on the RPO, but he's not going anywhere. The cameraman is lost completely. I don't know what the cameraman was doing, but he was not on Zarka there. He's on everywhere else. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Air Force. Again, we're approaching the 5-minute mark, so this drive kind of eating some clock here. Under center is Zarka. It's going to back it up. in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Zarka, play action, tosses, it's caught. Lowers the shoulder at the 20. That is Harris. Pushed down at about the 19. So that's a gain of 6. And Harris has had a big night on the ground, through the air receiving. Maybe not so much on the ground, but he's gotten the ball. 3 carries, 10 yards. Then receiving, of course, 3 for 89. All right, it's going to be 3rd and about 3. They need to get to the 15. They're at the 18. Zarka under center. Zarka hands it off up the middle. This is Carson. Carson extending, not able to get there. Gain of 2. It's going to be a yard short. And Air Force, I imagine, are going to go for it. They are staying aggressive. The offense staying on the field. 4th and 1. Sending a man in motion. Zarka changing something. Boise State, they're all crowding the box. They're going to go. Zarka gets pushed forward, and he's easily got the first down. Brought down at the 14. They needed a yard. They got 2. Brand new set of downs for Air Force. Carson pretty much pushing Zarka for the first. Kind of looks like the Philadelphia Eagles. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Zarka takes the snap. It's a quarterback draw, and he's brought down at about the 10. Just ran forward, putting the head down and getting a nice little gain there. They're going to give him 4. 2nd and 6 coming up for Zarka and the Falcons. It's a very nice drive. 16 plays, 65 yards. Just over 9 minutes of time of possession on this drive. These are drives that may impact Boise State a little bit later. Zarka under center, sending a man in motion. Zarka hands it off. This is Carson, makes the guy miss, and then he's brought down at about the 7. That's a gain of about 3. As the Boise State head coach trying to pump up somebody. I don't know if it's the crowd or not. I don't know if he's trying to hype up the Air Force crowd. That's probably not what he's trying to do. 3rd and 4 in the pistol. Zarka keeps it on the RPO. Tosses to Harris. Harris is slammed out of bounds, not getting anything. And Boise State's all over it that time. Rips it out of the hand of Carson. Zarka, he may have been able, if he kept it, to be honest with you, he may have had it. So it looks like Air Force, after this long 17, 18 play drive, I'm going to send out the field goal unit. This is Jacob Medina from the left hash. The kick is up. The kick is good. 25-yard attempt is knocked through. It is now 28-24. Boise State with the lead still. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. Thank you for letting me call this game for you. Again, just clicking on the live stream really helps small channels like mine. But again, we're a growing channel, so definitely like and subscribe. Because, again, we are a growing channel. Just 6 months ago at 30 subs. Now we're over 950. So, again, definitely subscribe to the channel. If you're a sports fan, sports better, doesn't matter. This is a sports channel. So, definitely subscribe right now. It's free. You won't have to pay a dime. Of course, I'll check over some scores. Again, thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Thank you, of course, to all the sponsors, all the donors. Again, I'll be sure to add words of wisdom to the list later tonight. But, of course, Coffee Beans is our scoreboard sponsor. Yes, that's a real person. She's a real person. She supports this channel, and she sponsors this segment. So thank you, Coffee Beans, for this. As Kansas leads 41-10 over West Virginia. Kennesaw State leading 28-21 over Arkansas State. Missouri up 18-17 over South Carolina. South Carolina with the ball, though, at the Missouri 23. Jacksonville State 31, Murray State 10. Marshall, Middle Tennessee 7 all. Missouri State 35, UT Martin nothing. Western Kentucky 17, Nevada 13. Let's see, Georgia Southern 31, Maine 17, Coastal Carolina 21, South Alabama 17. Miami leading Florida 13-0 at the half. Indiana all over Illinois at the half, 35-10. Oh man, well, that's GG's Illinois. 28-9 is the score. Vanderbilt leading over Georgia State, and Vanderbilt looking to score another one. Washington leads 24-16. Washington State just scored a touchdown. They're pending the extra point there. Virginia 34, Stanford 14. Arizona State and Baylor tied at 10 apiece. BYU 13, East Carolina 3. Louisiana Tech 30, Southern Miss 10. LSU 35, Southeastern Louisiana nothing. Texas shutting out Sam Houston 31-0 as well. Utah State 34, McNeese 7. Texas State 28, Nicholls State 3, and UTEP and UL Monroe tied at 7 apiece. Of course, there's some final scores as well. We'll get to those a little bit later. So again, appreciate you guys hanging out today. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, it's a growing channel. As Air Force will be kicking off to Boise State to resume this one. 1:10 left to go in the third quarter. All right, here is the kickoff. And that's going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. I feel like that's been the entire thing tonight. I think there might have been one kickoff return. I'm not too sure, but Boise State will begin their drive at their own 25. They're showing Malik Sherrod some games in this past year. He's looked really good. Of course, tonight he's also looked pretty good, though I will say Riley is kind of the guy. When it comes to Boise State, he has been, to me, the better of the two. 1st and 10. In the shotgun, ball at the 25. Madsen, play action. It's a screen. It's caught by Riley. He's at the 30, the 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10. Touchdown, Boise State. What did I just say? Riley's been the better of the two and just turning on the Jets. Made one guy miss, and it seemed like that was it. Just like that. One play, 75 yards. Riley is just a different animal. 75-yard catch and run for the score pending the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. Well, we just came from commercial break. I imagine we'll go back to one, unfortunately. 35-24, Boise State over Air Force. Jeez, that's his third touchdown of the game. 2 on the ground, 1 in the air. Was that not updated? Yeah, it hasn't updated yet. Well, I mean, I could promote the channel again. I don't know. You guys are probably annoyed. Well, anyway, again, make sure to like and subscribe. You know what I'm doing here. Again, it's sports. You like sports betting, subscribe to the channel. It's a growing channel. All right, final scores from today. Kansas 41, West Virginia 10, Oregon 41, Oregon State 7, Florida State 66, Kent State 10. Oklahoma 24, Auburn 17, Ole Miss 45, Tulane 10, Tennessee 56, UAB 24. By the way, folks, if there's any upsets or anything you just want to chat about in the comments, feel free to chat. I try to read as many comments as possible, so don't be a stranger. If you want to be a silent listener, that's totally fine. I get it. I'm like that myself in other chats, but feel free to chat down below. I try to read as many comments. I really do. Georgia Tech 45, Temple 24, Michigan 30-27 over Nebraska. Notre Dame 56, Purdue 30, Memphis 32 over Arkansas 31, Maryland 27, Wisconsin 10, Syracuse 34, Clemson 21. Again, the Clemson is a mess. I mean, anybody have thoughts on Clemson? That's pretty much they're pretty much done, if I had to just take a guess there. Virginia Tech 38, Wofford 6, TCU 35, SMU 24, Louisville 40, Bowling Green 17, UNLV 41, Miami of Ohio 38, North Texas over Army 45-38. That was a great game. Covered that one earlier. Definitely an awesome game. You should have definitely been there if you weren't. South Florida 63, South Carolina State 14, Central Michigan 49, Wagner 10, UCF 34, North Carolina 9, UConn 31, Ball State 25, James Madison 31, Liberty 13, Eastern Michigan 34, Louisiana 31. Troy over Buffalo 21-17, Western Michigan 14, Toledo 13, Ohio 52, Gardner-Webb 35, Duke 45, NC State 33, Mississippi State 38, Northern Illinois 10, San Jose State 31, Idaho 28. Oh, wow, there's a block in the back. No one called on that one. Delaware 38, Florida International 16, Akron 51, Duquesne 7. Did you see that Brewers lost starting pitcher Quintana? Oh, man, Quintana is such a solid, reliable guy. Yeah, no, hopefully he's okay. That's kind of an underrated loss if he misses some time here. A lot of time. As we're going to resume this one again, it's 35-24, Boise State over Air Force, as once again, that is boomed out of the end zone for a touchback. So again, there was a huge call that wasn't blown there, a block in the back. I mean, that would have been, that would have wiped the touchdown off the board for sure. But, Air Force, they're going to have to just knuckle down here and get it together as they are at their own 25. In the shotgun is Zarka. Sending a man in motion. Zarka hands it off. This is Carson. Carson not getting anywhere as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And Boise State, again, they're showing the replay there and leaving out the block in the back, but, it is what it is. Again, Boise State leading 35-24. Second and about 9. They're going to give him a yard. Under center is Zarka. Zarka. It's an option. Oh, and he's blown up. Brought down at the 21, Benefield. That's not the first time we've called his name tonight. He's been delivering some huge hits on the triple option, and he took a shot. That was either few or fru, and that is going to do it for the end of the third quarter. The Boise State 35, Air Force 24. Once again, we're going to commercial break. They love commercials. Chase, how's it going? Hey, Delay, how's this game been? It's been all right. Second half, much more exciting than the first half, in my opinion. First half, not that great. But, it's starting to heat up a little bit, though. Air Force, I don't know. They're going to be in some do-or-die situations here, so Boise State may run away with it here, just based on the trends that I've seen. But, again, appreciate you for stopping by, Chase. Thank you very much. Again, thank you all for stopping on by. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, it's a growing channel, folks. So, again, definitely subscribe to the channel and be a part of something that may be very big one day. We'll see. It'd be nice because, again, just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now, crossing over 950 today. So, again, another milestone bites the dust as we approach 1,000. It'll be really cool to break that very soon. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, letting me call this game for you. As I try to do the classic radio style, broadcast style. So that's kind of my thing. Again, I cover college football. Obviously, it's going to be games that might not be featured on your local television. The NFL cover the Steelers, and you guys vote for the other game every single Sunday. And then, of course, baseball. Plenty of baseball up until, of course, the season has ended. Got about another month and a week or so of MLB. And then after that, it's going to be all college football, all NFL, all the time. So, yeah, definitely can't wait for that. Your growth is insane. Just last week during the Wyoming game, you were at 800. Yeah, no, it was, again, like it's I'm very happy, Chase. You guys have been awesome. You guys, the subscribers, they definitely have a lot of faith. Yeah, you guys we're moving. That Utah-Wyoming game really was a huge thing for me. It really was. It was by far the most viewed stream, 10K. Today actually hit one with 7, so that was really cool. So that's my second most viewed stream, was earlier today. So yeah, no, definitely some solid games for college football. College football has been very kind to me. Actually, it's claiming 4 of the top 5 spots. That's pretty wild, considering I've been doing baseball since, forever. So yeah, again, appreciate you guys hanging out for this one. Again, I'll be back for the NFL tomorrow. So again, if you're NFL fans, definitely check it out tomorrow. How many TDs does Ashton Jennings have? This guy, he has 0. Steelers fan. He has not seen any action tonight. Actually, I don't even know if they play tomorrow. I'm sure they do. Let's see here. Yeah, they play tomorrow. All right, we're back. Again, Air Force will have a huge third down conversion they have to make. 3rd and 14. Zarka's back to pass. He's going to throw it, and it is... Oh, what a catch! Caught at the 40. That was a huge contested catch. Who is this guy? Number 18 of Air Force. Showing the hops and taking a shot, but holding onto the ball. Who is he? Smith with a great catch. It was a great throw by Zarka, but a much better catch by Smith. 1st and 10 for Air Force. Ball at the 42. Sending a man in motion. Zarka. He's going to keep it. He's going to pitch it here at the 40 and brought down at the 45. That is Smith. No, pardon me. That is not Smith. That is, I think that was Carson on the carry. Sooners are first place. Really? Oh, wow. What the heck? That's kind of shocking. Stat line for Rodgers, I don't know. I hope he does well. I just think it's going to be a tough day for the Steelers. 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't know. In the shotgun is Zarka. Zarka is taking the snap. He's going to cut inside, lowering the shoulder. Ooh. Took a big hit, but he gets up immediately. As there's some whistles being blown, not too sure what's happening. There's the clock is stopped. Looks like there's an injured Bronco. That is Feely, the defensive lineman. He's down on a knee. Definitely going to come through the Broncos game if I can't watch. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the subscribers voted for it. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Braxton Feely here, the Boise State Bronco. He's being helped off the field. Looks like he's okay. So once again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. So make sure again to like and subscribe. This game is running late, and yet, you know what? Let's go and take another commercial break. Yeah, you know what? Tired of this. Tired of, I don't know, just tired of TV. Tired of commercials. I'm definitely, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's a boomer thing, but I feel like a boomer when it comes to commercials and like commercial breaks. Why is everyone doubting the GOAT Rodgers? This is insanity. Rodgers goes 27 for 33, 350 yards, 3 touchdowns. Steelers won 38-13. I'm not doubting Rodgers. I'm doubting the Steelers. And Rodgers plays on the Steelers. But, of course, I'm pulling for the Steelers. I'm pulling for Rodgers. I just think it's going to be a rough game tomorrow. So, again, while we are waiting for commercial break, again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I don't know if I can pull up some stuff here. I can't remember what that is called. Is it Football Database? Football Database? Yeah. So, yeah, no, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. So definitely, again, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. The like button looks like that. The subscribe button presses, I don't know, it's a button. You should press it. All right, let's see. Again, I kind of want to show you here again why I have no faith in the Steelers tomorrow. It would be nice to see the Steelers win tomorrow, but this is our history, recent history. Again, history doesn't always repeat, but it can tell you a trend. Obviously, we lose a lot. Our win against the Patriots, last one against 2018, that was in Pittsburgh. Last win in 2011, that was in Pittsburgh. Our last win in Foxborough was 2008, and Tom Brady wasn't playing that day. So before that, though, an actual starting quarterback against Drew Bledsoe in 1997. So I do apologize if I don't have much faith in the Steelers tomorrow. Would love to be proven wrong. Would love to be proven wrong. Obviously, for obvious reasons. So, would be nice. Who do you got for Broncos Chargers? I did pick, again, Chase, I don't want to pick a game I'm covering. I do have it picked in the pick'em, but I cannot reveal it because I can't show bias. Not that I would really care anyway, but yeah, I don't know. Just in case there's someone that gets like, oh, you're picking the Broncos to win, I'm a Chargers fan, or oh, you're picking the Chargers to win, I'm a Broncos fan. I just don't even deal with it. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right, we're back. It's going to be 3rd and 3. They're at the 49. They need to get to the other 47 as Zarka is in the shotgun. Zarka is going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it himself on the RPO. He gets it. Right up the middle. It's a gain of 4, keeping the drive alive. Again, they're down by 11 with just over 13 minutes to go in this one. They need to start going. Who did you end up picking to win the Steelers game? Well, I picked the Patriots. I picked the Patriots. I'll do that. With Steelers games, I'll tell you who I picked. In the shotgun is Zarka, sending a man in motion. Zarka, he's going to keep it. Throws it, and it's going to be caught at the 30, brought down at the 25. Was a play action, and then he faked the toss, and then finds Harris over the middle. Immediately brought down, by the way, but again, first down. Hanging in there. Harris has had a nice day. Hasn't really had many catches, but when he does, they're usually big. Zarka, 6 for 7, 116, over 100 yards passing. 1st and 10 at the 24. Zarka in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Zarka hands it off. Up the middle, this is Carson. Carson fighting forward still, but not able to get much, as I think they're going to give him a gain of 2. Carson has really struggled to find some more stuff, here in the second half. They've really bottled him up. Had a great first half. Second half, not so much. I'm here for Cal San Diego State game since my TV doesn't carry. Okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll cover it then. I wasn't going to because I was getting tired, but I'll cover it, Tyler. We got it. We got you covered. 2nd and 8. Under center is Zarka. Zarka is going to keep it on the quarterback, sneaking. Well, he's helped out by the Boise State defender, pushing him forward for about a gain of 2 or an extra gain, 2 or 3 yards there. So it's going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and about a yard or so. I just hope I get a good night's sleep tonight. I'm exhausted. I don't know why. I just can't sleep well anymore. Safe way either way you win. Exactly, Chris. Just pick against the Steelers, and I win either way. See what the Buccos did tonight? They barely won 2-0. 3rd and 2. Under center is Zarka. Zarka is going to keep it again on the quarterback sneak. He's getting pushed. And looks like they're not going to give it to him. The forward progress saying he got to about the 14.5-yard line. He needs to get to the 14. This Boise team is so soft compared to the other Boise teams. I wouldn't know, Bob. If you sound like a Boise stan, you'd probably know. If you want soft, you should look at this logo right here. That is soft. I remember when the Steelers defense was actually good. Under center is Zarka. Zarka on the quarterback sneak, and he's going to get it. And Air Force keeping the drive alive. They got enough. Needed a half a yard. They got 2. First down, Air Force Falcons. But we are approaching the 10-minute mark left in this one. Again, Air Force, they got to go. And Boise State has shown the ability to score on one play. And that's something that just, again, Air Force needs to nickel and dime. Just 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards. Taking a lot of time. I don't know. It's not looking good. But Zarka looking good here as he moving to his right. Throws to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Air Force Falcons. Oh, my goodness. Finds the open guy in the back of the end zone, Brody Mitchell. That is not Brody Mitchell. That is Smith. Why in the world would they show another guy on the graphic? I don't know. What a great play by Zarka, moving to his right. Heavy pressure. Firing to the back corner. In a way, looking like Super Bowl 43 Ben Holmes with the defender right there. Wasn't 3 defenders, it was 1, but still really cool. As Air Force might be going for 2 here. I'm excited for Wyoming to take on Colorado. I think the Pokes have a chance. Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, that was a really fun game. That was a really fun game. So 2-point conversion attempt here as Zarka's in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. He's going to hand it off. Cuts inside. Does he get there? It's close. And they're not going to give it to him. They may review it. That was close. That was Conti. Oh, man. Was he down? Yeah, no, he did not get in. So the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. Yep, no. His rear end was down. The ball was not over the plane. So, hey, it's still a 5-point game. It's still a 5-point game. Still anyone's game. Zarka, 8 for 9 through the air, 151 and a touchdown. Doesn't throw it much, but when they do, he does get it done. Combined 1 hitter for the Bucks, 13. Oh, really? I didn't know. That's cool. Touchdown. Yeah, Air Force. Yeah, no. Boise State, not looking good. Jay, not looking good. I mean, most people, I mean, you look at the polls. I mean, look at the polls right here. The poll I have tonight. What is more likely? Boise State wins by 11. 55% of you guys had that, which that's still possible, by the way. I don't want to say that's not possible at all because another touchdown and it's a 12-point game. Boise State winning by 1 through 10. 28%. So that's 83% of the vote just on Boise State. 17% of the viewers tonight had Air Force winning. So definitely a one-sided viewpoint of how this game would go. This is a close game. It is, Seth. It really is. It's a good one. Chris loves it. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I don't like covering my ear for some reason. This is what I do. Again, I call a lot of sports games. In fact, that's really what I call here. College football, NFL, MLB. That is what I do on the channel. I've been doing it since about March. March, I had about 30 subs when I started doing this on opening day of baseball. And here I am 6 months later in September, approaching 1,000 subs. We just passed 950 today. It's been a great I don't know, it's been a great run, and we look to continue that here going forward. I think there's a lot of potential here, so I hopefully, again, you guys like and subscribe. It is free. You don't have to pay a dime, by the way, to subscribe. I promise. As a Cal fan, I've been loving our quarterback. JKS is an absolute beast. This is the only game that's not on the ACC network so far. So far been blessed. Most of the games have been on the ESPN. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they I guess move teams around every now and then. Steelers lost. Oh yeah, no, I think it's very lucky. Trucking Man says Boise State rules. Well, they'll have an opportunity here to once again go back up by 2 scores. as Air Force will be kicking it off. Most likely going to be a touchback because I think there's only been one return today. They might as well just save us the time and put the ball at the 25. And that one is a touchback. All right, Boise State, the 10.5-point favorite, will have the ball and, again, look to go ahead by 2 scores yet again. Last drive, well, they only needed one play, 75 yards. There was a block in the back. They didn't call it, but that doesn't matter. So 1st and 10, they're looking again to refine that as well. Under center is Madsen. Madsen hands it off. This is Riley. Riley still up and is brought down at about the 28-yard line. Gain of 3 for Riley. Think Reds still have a chance? Oh yeah, the Reds still have a shot. I don't know how the Mets did. I don't know how anybody did today for baseball because I've obviously been here with college. But oh yeah, but they got it. They don't have much room to spare. They got to win. They cannot drop these games. 2nd and 7. Under center is Madsen. Trips to the left, tight end in, tight to the right. Madsen hands it off. This is Riley at the 30, 35, 40, stiff arm, 45, 50, and is gang tackled at the 45. That's a huge run by Riley again, showing the speed and the power. But now he's a little shaken up as he's hobbling over to the sideline. That might be something to watch there. Madsen, no, it's not Isaac Madsen. It's Maddox Madsen. Reds just swept the Cubs. Very nice. Now again, the Reds play the Pirates. Not saying the Pirates are good, but they need to sweep the Pirates if they want a chance. 1st and 10. Madsen with the toss. Oh, he's got some space at the 40, 35, brought down at the 32. That was Sherrod. Again, I wouldn't say he's better than Riley, but he's been very good tonight. And there is a flag on the play. Mets lost to Mets. Really? Oh, man, I don't know what's going on with the Mets. And that's going to be holding on Boise State. Again, Boise State had 11 penalties in the first half. This half has been a little bit cleaner for both teams, but again, another penalty that's just you don't want to see. Reds are a game behind the Mets. Oh, man, that's getting exciting. That's why, hey, I'm ready to cover some baseball this final week of the season. Cubs are inside the park. What in the world are you talking about? In the pistol is Madsen. Madsen hands it off. This is Sherrod. Oh, nice move. He's at the 45, 40, and brought down at the 37. Nice run again. Sherrod just showing his ability as well. Again, Boise State with some nice running backs. Obviously, some of these plays, they aren't touched for a while, but they are making the right reads and where to go. And again, they're just explosive. So explosive. 2nd and 2, ball at the 37. Under center is Madsen. Trips to the right. One receiver to the left, sending a man in motion. Madsen hands it off. He's at the 35, the 30, and brought down at the 23. Who is this? This is Gaines, the 3rd string running back, and he's had a nice game whenever he's actually checked in. He hasn't checked in much. He said the Mets will miss the postseason. Standby, it's possible. I still think the Mets could beat any. Again, I think the NL is going to be very, very fun to watch in the playoffs for sure. Whoever wins the NL, I think, is still going to win the World Series. 1st and 10 at the 23. Madsen is under center. Sending a man in motion. Madsen hands it off. This is Gaines at the 20. Moving the feet at the 15. He's going to get the first down as he's brought down at the 12. Oh, man, the run defense for Air Force right now not looking good. They are getting gashed right now. Pirates are a disgrace. They are the Cleveland Browns they are the Cleveland Browns of baseball. That is fair. That is fair. Who knew Cal going to the ACC last year was a wake-up call they needed? Ron Rivera's done wonders. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. 1st and 10 under center is Madsen, sending a man in motion. Madsen hands it off. Still on his feet and, hit hard at about the 7-yard line. That is Riley checked himself back into the game. So 2nd and 4 coming up for Boise State. As the clock continues to run, that's another thing. Again, Boise State looking like they're going to probably score here based on what has been shown on this drive. And they are just chewing the clock. Mike Trout hit his 400th. Oh, congratulations, Mike Trout. All right, 2nd down, ball at the 8. Madsen hands it off. This is Riley. Cuts inside at the 5. Scampers in. Touchdown, Boise State. 4 touchdowns for Riley. And what a performance Dylan Riley has just given us tonight, as it's now 41-30 pending the extra point. All right, Jay. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in, but yeah, try not to just, if you see it, don't type it. That is a warning. Yes, try not to do that. Snap, hold, kick. It is up, and the kick. Did he get it in? He did. He snuck it in there. So 42-30. Boise State's up 12 with about 5 minutes to go. 5:18 to be exact. 5:18 to be exact. I mean, it's all good. I mean, it's a warning. It's all it is. Yeah, it's not a big deal. But again, there are people that are listening to the call. Okay, all right. Chill out on Jay. I already called him out, guys. It's all good. I called him out. It's all good. But again, I appreciate him for tuning in. Again, views do help the channel. They do. Again, I appreciate all you guys tuning in, letting me call this game for you. Again, for college football, I try to really focus on games that might not be viewed on your, television set, not on CBS, Fox, ESPN, ABC, NBC, whatever. So that is kind of my strategy when it comes to college football. Of course, I'm a huge NFL fan. Love the Steelers. They are what they are. But yeah, I am, of course, a huge Steelers fan, so I'll be covering every Steelers game. And of course, the other game every Sunday is subscriber voted. So yes, the subscribers voted for Broncos Chargers tomorrow. So after the Steelers and Patriots game, I head on over to Los Angeles, where the Broncos take on the Chargers. And, of course, I cover a bunch of baseball. Baseball's been kind of the thing I've been doing, like over 130 live streams for the baseball side of things. So, again, if you're a sports fan, tune in. I mean, definitely like and subscribe. This is literally a sports channel. It's a sports channel, sports betting channel, whatever. You consider yourself sports fan, sports bettor. Why not both? Definitely subscribe. It is free. You don't have to pay a dime. So, yeah, like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. It's a growing channel. Again, just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we're well over 950. We crossed that today. So, again, thank you guys so much for your support. I covered it was a really fun game earlier, North Texas and Army. That went into overtime. It was really good. You hope the Dodgers won't win again. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, the Brewers and Phillies, to me, are like the teams that I would pick right now to go to the NLCS. But, again, I think any one of the NL teams could really just go on a run and win. I really believe that. I really do believe that. Steelers were terrible last year. I mean, I disagree there, Seth. They were not terrible. They fell apart. They were not terrible. Mike Trout hit a 115. Wow, geez. 485 feet. Geez, got a hold of that one. And the Brewers win again. No, that's a shock. All they do is win. All right, again, it's 42-30. Boise State over Air Force. Air Force will get the ball back and look to do something with it. They're going to have to score quickly. As there is the kickoff, and again, you'll just go ahead and start this at the 25. That one's way out of there. I mean, geez, these guys just getting a hold of it tonight. Again, Air Force will have over 5 minutes. They're going to need the big plays. They've had a few big plays tonight, but, you know, I don't know if I'd be banking on them right now. When you really try for the big play, that's when you don't get it, really. The big play happens kind of out of nowhere, and I feel like Boise State will be expecting it. Cade Harris, 5 catches, 119 yards. This is actually a career high for him, so congratulations, Cade Harris, as it's 1st and 10 at the 25. Zarka is under center. Zarka is going to keep it on the option. Tosses here. He's at the 30 and runs out of bounds at the 31. This is Harris on the carry. I think the Chiefs will lose. The Chiefs will lose again. The Chiefs losing to the Giants. That's a bold take there. I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, I'm not really a Chiefs guy, but I don't think I would pick the Chiefs to lose that one. That'd be an interesting one, though. 2nd and 4, Zarka under center. Sending Harris in motion. Zarka drops back to pass. Fires. It is caught at the 40. Falls down at the 38. Harris breaking free. Wow. And I'll tell you what, man, if Air Force can score quickly, I mean, that's really the thing. And again, they have to make a stop. It seems like Boise State has had their way with them here in the second half. Maybe not on the scoreboard. Again, 21 points is 21 points, but really hasn't been many possessions here. 1st and 10 at the 40. Not really a good spot. He fell down at the 38. In the pistol is Zarka. Zarka is going to keep it on the option. Oh, he fakes the pitch and brought down at the 36. Chiefs need to experience losing. If the Brewers don't make the series, the Phillies. Yeah, again, I think it's those guys. Do you think the Padres ever? Yeah, oh, Chase, it's doable. Oh yeah, it's right. Rhino, how's it going, man? Appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping on by. I know you got a game coming up soon. 2nd and 6 in the pistol. Receiver to the right. Zarka. Play action. Heavy pressure. Oh, what a move. Fires to the end zone. Caught at the 5. Brought down at the 4. Smith with the catch, and then he pushes a Boise State guy to the ground, though that might have been more of a flop there on Boise State as he got in his face. Oh, my goodness, what a play. They're at the 4. Almost a 1K, am I really? 1st and goal. I must have had a really good fourth quarter here. Zarka in the shotgun. Zarka taking the snap. Trying to break free, and he can't. He is slammed down. That was McCoy, and one of the Boise State guys like, hey, chill out. He was kind of flexing over the Air Force guy. I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't do that for many reasons. One, you don't do that, but two, obviously, it's a military guy. I would never. I don't know. I could never do that. But I'm not a player. So 2nd and goal, ball at the 6. Zarka, play action, looking, moving to his right, fires to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Air Force. Oh, Air Force, they won't go away. It's once again a one-score game. Bruin Fleischman. Wow. Unbelievable. Zarka just won't give up. Neither will Air Force. Jeez. I mean, this is amazing. Extra point is pending. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 42-37. Air Force has all 3 timeouts. So does Boise State. I'm just saying, if Air Force can get a stop, what a final drive that would be if they're driving for the win. Again, 42-37, 2:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. All I'm saying is I know how to pick them, folks. I mean, I picked an awesome game earlier. North Texas and Army. It went into overtime. Awesome game. This one coming down to the wire as Air Force won't go away. Zarka, 11 for 12, 217 yards and 2 touchdowns. What a performance from him. Geez, it's been a great game Again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, folks, by the way, check out Rising Rhino's channel if you're a football fan. Please check him out. He does all the football in the world. He is a football channel, football guy. Check out Rising Rhino right now. Much more exciting second half. Chris, the first half, I wasn't really a fan. I kind of lied to you guys when I said it was an all right first half. No, it was not. Second half has been awesome. And folks, again, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is a sports channel, the onside kick. It is out of bounds. It was touched by multiple players on Boise State. They couldn't make the grab there, and the referee's going to talk it over. So this is interesting. Yeah, no penalty there for Air Force, as again the ball was touched by multiple Broncos. And honestly, Air Force had a chance at it. Oh my goodness, just couldn't come up with it. Wow, that would have been exciting to call, but oh well. It is what it is. Boise State will have the ball. Trying to see where they're going to mark it. At the 50. Madsen is in the pistol. Again, the run defense from Air Force has been pretty bad. Hands it off to Riley. Riley is fighting forward still, and he's brought down at about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 for Riley. And again, that's a little bit of a concern. Air Force's run defense, not good tonight. Looks like they're taking a timeout again. 2:19 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, a 5-point lead. Boise State just trying to run out the clock. But yes, folks, again, if you consider yourself a sports fan, sports better, like and subscribe. Definitely do it. Do it right now. Again, this is a growing channel. Just 6 months ago, it was a 30-subscriber channel. I mean, we didn't have many. But now, here we are 6 months later. We are approaching 1,000, just crossed 950 earlier tonight. So, again, thank you guys so much for clicking on the live stream. That really does help out a lot, just the views. But, of course, if you're able to subscribe, press the like button and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. In the pistol is Madsen, sending a man in motion. Madsen hands it off. This is Riley, and Riley fighting forward, not going to get much. May have gotten about 2, actually. But this is going to be a very interesting 3rd and 3 situation for Boise State. Dr. DeLay is the name, and football is this game. I like that. How you doing, bro? Snowman checking in on a rare night off. There we go. Well, hopefully you're okay. Just saw the medical reason. Hopefully you're okay, man. But I appreciate you checking in. We got a good one. Mountain West football here. 42-37. Boise State. They may escape Air Force here. Air Force did not give up. It's time for me to watch Wyoming. Catch you tomorrow. Hey, good luck with Wyoming. I'll be pulling for you. I'll be honest with you. I'm pulling for you in that one. It was fun talking to you guys. Again, you guys were definitely awesome with the Utah-Wyoming game. 3rd and 3. The ball is at the 43. They need to get to the 40 for a brand new set of downs. Air Force has the timeout and a 2-minute warning. I need to back up for this. Madsen in the pistol. Receiver to left, sending a man in motion. Madsen hands it off up the middle. Oh, he's got the first down and a little bit more. 20-10. Touchdown, Boise State. Riley with his 5th touchdown. 5-time touchdown score tonight. Riley, I messed up there. It is what it is. And it's once again a 2-score game. Rising to the top, yeah. Just exhausted. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, dude, feel better soon as the extra point is up. The extra point is good. 49-37. Boise State may have just clinched it with that one. Again, it's been a very exciting game, but yes, it looks like Boise State will most likely win this one. I'll take a bit to get used to the 2 morning. Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan of the 2-minute warning. Yeah. They call it a 2-minute timeout, but yeah, I'm not going to call it the timeout. So, yep, again, appreciate you guys. Again, if you guys do decide to head out, again, the game's, I don't want to say it's over, but it's probably already decided here. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. Again, it's a growing channel. Again, the growth over the last 6 months has been awesome. 30 to 950 plus in 6 months. Again, it's a growing channel. So definitely like and subscribe as we're on our way, folks, to great things. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. College football, NFL, and, of course, baseball as well. Baseball, the core of the channel, because that's like 6 months of the year. But I'm a huge football fan. Football will always be my number one. So, but yeah, I'll be here 6 out of the 7 days a week. So, yeah, definitely subscribe. You won't get... All you're going to get is more play-by-play. That's what you're going to get. So hopefully you like it and you subscribe right now. It is free, as there is the kickoff. And once again, that's going out of the end zone for a touchback. Steelers fan, I think Trucking Man is trolling. And if he's not trolling, then those are some interesting takes there. Because, those are... Definitely, I would disagree with those takes, but that's okay. I'm not on a talk show with you, so we're not about to unleash Dr. Delay going crazy. As Zarka is in the shotgun, 1st and 10 at the 25. Zarka drops back, heavy pressure. He's going to throw. It's caught at the 30, 35, 40. Walks out of bounds at the 45. Harris. Man, when he gets in space, he's something else. Gain of 20 yards. It's like they don't cover him. I don't know what you need to do if you're Boise State. You need to cover Harris. 6 catches, 148. Geez. So 2-minute warning. Again, 49-37. Boise State, of course, on top. Miami has looked horrible. Is that game close? That bad Steel. Oh yeah, no, that's the Steelers defense and terrible Tomlin decisions. But yeah, Rodgers is not the problem with the Steelers. No way. That is not even close. I would agree though. I do like Ben. Ben is my guy. Shoot, that's my guy. That is my childhood quarterback there. Where in the world? Miami 13, Florida 7. Oh, man. Yeah, you're right. That is not good. Carson Beck, what is he? 12 for 24, 128 and a pick. Not a good night. The Buccos fan who fell 21 feet throughout the first pitch. Oh, wow. That means he recovered very well. Dang. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, man. But again, folks, I'll have another game on after this. I'm doing California, University of Cal, and San Diego State. So again, if you want to stay up and watch that one, that's great. If not, that's totally okay. Again, if you're I didn't mean to bump the mic. If you're a fan of either of these two teams and you just want to enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, please do so. I would do so, but may have made a tactical error, but it's okay. It is okay. But hopefully that does well. So, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. And, again, make sure to like and subscribe. It's a growing channel. Big Man's huge. Yeah, no, it's a good show. I haven't actually watched it in a while, but he's actually really good as a show host here, or whatever, however how that is, podcaster. We're just kind of hanging out until we get back to the action here. Again, it's 49-37. Aaron Rodgers is not a great quarterback. I'm reading a lot of interesting stuff here tonight. Again, it's what's great though is that you're allowed to have your own opinions. That's totally okay. We're going to definitely disagree. Obviously as a broadcaster, I'm not going to share a lot of my opinions. I'm sure you can figure some out as the game goes along, or I might slip up and actually you might be able to fool me into answering a question and stuff like that. But yeah, again, we're all going to disagree on things, and that's totally okay. It's okay. We all have different viewpoints. So, Air Force will have the drive, or resume the drive at the 45. In the shotgun is Zarka. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Zarka drops back. Heavy pressure, fires down the right sideline. That is way over the head of Smith. Incomplete. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. You're a Cal fan. We kick off conference play next week against college. If that's crazy, California and Boston College, ACC. That is pretty wild. Just might hit 1K. I don't know. I think the growth has kind of settled down here, Chris. But it would be cool. It would be awesome. 2nd and 10. In the shotgun, Zarka moving to his left. Heavy pressure, fires. Just chucks up a prayer. Almost caught. Number 10, I believe is that Johnson, the original quarterback, getting in there. Couldn't tell you. Number 10, the intended receiver there. Rest in peace. Yep. 100%. 100%. Oh, 7:20. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's why I don't think I'm going to have a lot of good luck, because East Coast is going to go to bed. 3rd and 10 in the shotgun. Zarka moving to his right. Heavy pressure, fires. It is caught at the 44 again. Harris. It's like they don't want to cover him. Nice throw, nice catch. If we all agreed on everything, life wouldn't be very. Yeah, it's very true. That's very true. 1st and 10, ball at the 44 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Zarka drops back, steps up. Oh, that was a mistake, as he is sacked by Williams and Washington, both on the sack there. I mean, honestly, if he had stayed put, he would have been fine. He really stepped into the pressure there. I think he imagined the pressure. Oh, that's a killer. 1K tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Got church tomorrow. Yeah, no, you're good. No, you do what you... Again, I'm just entertainment. You can turn me off at any time. So, again, there was a timeout taken by Air Force. So, showing the Boise State schedule here. Appalachian State next Saturday at Notre Dame. Then they're home for New Mexico. UNLV, who they're 4-0. At Nevada. Then they're home for Fresno State. That is their upcoming schedule. So, yeah, that's going to be a tough one at Notre Dame. Again, there's a timeout. Air Force, that was their last timeout, actually. So, 2nd and 11, ball at the 45. In the shotgun is Zarka. Zarka drops back. He's going to take off and run. He's at the 40, 35, and does get the first down. So, that's key because the clock will temporarily stop. Looked like he was going to trip up, but he did stumble and keep going to get the first down. And the clock's going to start. So they got to hurry. They're huddling up here. That's not wise. Zarka changing up the play. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And I hear a whistle blown. I don't know what's going on. UNLV looked very suspect today on defense, almost losing to Miami. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Miami, Ohio was winning the whole game. I don't know what, UNLV, yeah, it was not. They didn't look good. 1st and 10 at the 33. Drops back to pass. Zarka steps up, fires over the middle. Incomplete. Pass intended for Harris, but it was just over his head. Harris not exactly the biggest guy in the world, actually, when you really look at him. Kind of short, actually. Boise State was ranked 9th. Yeah, they were good. They were really good. So 2nd and 10. Ball at the 33. Zarka in the shotgun. Sending a man in motion. Drops back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted at the 20, 25, 30, 35. And he's ripped out of bounds at the 38. And that is going to do it in this one. Boise State 49, Air Force 37. I imagine Boise State will run out the clock again. Zarka with a great game. I know he looked really upset there, but I mean, shoot. For a team that doesn't really prioritize passing, they came up big when needed most when it came to the passing attack. That was Benefield, and we've called his name a lot. Benefield looking for the contact there at the end as well. Very interesting. Again, I don't know why some of these players for Boise State were really trying to punish these the cadets, but I don't know. It is what it is. So Madsen will take the knee, and again, that's going to do it. 49-37. Boise State will move to 2-1. Air Force falling to 1-2. So I'm going to go ahead and probably end it here. Again, there's about 30 seconds left. I appreciate you guys all. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. I got to go live for the next game, which will be starting in about 10 minutes. I want to rest up, though, so give me a sec. But what I can do is actually, I don't know if I have it already set up. I might have you guys going over there. I'm not too sure. I actually have no idea. Give me a sec, folks. I'm a bot when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, I am definitely a bot. But yeah, again, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed tonight's play-by-play. This is what I do, folks. Again, I call games. So again, college football, NFL, whatever you call it, whatever you like. This is what I do. So again, appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to send you guys to the next one. Again, you don't have to be there. If you want to go to bed, go to bed. If you want to enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, you enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. But I, of course, will be calling Cal and San Diego State. I will see you guys later. You guys all have a great rest of your day, or great rest of your night, rather. Just kidding, yes, sir. And I'll see you later. Y'all have a good one again. Make sure to like and subscribe. Sports fans, subscribe to the channel.